What's up? You've tuned in to the Kokomo Press Podcast. I'm Jordan Grainger, your host, and this week my co-host is the wonderful and hilarious Cortni Richardson. She's in the house, and we have one returning guest, somebody who's very talented. She sings, she acts, there's not much she can do, and she's been on this show many times. Ladies and gentlemen, Michelle Bratcher is here on the panel. And joining her, Cortni, and myself is a very funny guy who I enjoy. He's done stand-up comedy, and he also works for Second Shift Heating and Air. He's been on my show, Ultra Droid. Ladies and gentlemen, Seth Gerbs is here. Yeah, we had a wonderful time, but before I get into what we talked about, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, do all the things to help us get seen, because we appreciate when you do that, and it helps us be out there in the world for people. So thank you guys for that. Anyway, we talked about so much today, including Sweeney. Yeah, we talked about those things that were on SNL and how they had to accentuate them. We talked a little bit about Diddy, because it always comes up, and all the things that he had going on. We talked a little bit about Spirit Halloween becoming Spirit Christmas, and figuring out what could that really mean for us. We talked about NASA giving out $3 million for anybody who figures out how to fix all that junk problem around the earth. We talked about so much. So if you enjoy hanging out with friends, laughing and goofing off, this is the perfect episode for you. So hang out with me, Cortni Richardson, Michelle Bratcher, and Seth Gerbs on this week's episode of the Kokomo Press Podcast, baby. Oh, woo!
Warning, this video contains adult content not suitable for children.
This is like an everyday conversation.
This is us
talking.
You don't want to hear my side. That's what I'm saying. You don't want to. It's fucking dark.
Yeah, it's like, no, that's. I mean, it's funny, dude. It's, losing weight is weird because, like, you and I have both ballooned up and down and up and down and had to go back into it, and it's like it does change a lot. Like just breathing.
Yeah.
Just breathing. It's crazy.
Walking.
Yeah.
Standing in one spot.
Yeah. It changes your entire life in so many ways.
But getting older?
No, losing weight.
Oh,
The difference between,
Yeah. Like it's a wild.
I could barely tie my shoes and stuff at some points.
Oh, fuck. That's rough.
Yeah. When I look back at the old episodes when you were first on the podcast, and I'm like, that doesn't even look like you to me. It's so crazy to me. But that's how you existed like that for about 4 or 5 years?
Yeah. I wasn't even that big for that long.
No, it really felt like you kind of got there and then got back really quick.
I am back where I was exactly before I gained weight.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
I am back at my exact where I used to be.
Do you know what the amount that you lost from where
100?
You were? It's
That's great.
I lost 100.
It's crazy. Yeah.
I lost 100 and then I've gained a 10 back.
Yeah.
Which I'm back.
That's okay.
Yeah. I'm still technically obese, but
You're
I'm
obese?
5 foot tall. Yeah.
I
would have to lose at least 50 pounds to not be considered.
Yeah, that'd be in my shit.
But when I got down to 130, so I lost completely. It would be like 120 pounds, and then I gained back 30.
Yeah.
So I got down to 130, but that was I could feel my tailbone, and I was
where you don't feel or healthy.
Felt it was too small. It was cool. I was like, holy shit, I can wear my kids' clothes now. But I was too little. I'm little, so I curl up and ball and stuff when I sit. I could feel my tailbone hitting the bottom of seats, and it was uncomfortable. I had no cushion forever.
My mom and my sisters, all of them had surgeries to lose weight, and that was one of the things that they mentioned that they hated the most. Their tailbones.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah.
What kind of surgery? Where they snip the stomach and staple it?
Either gastric bypass.
Yeah.
They had all the different ones. Gastric bypass.
They all tried different flavors of it, or
I had the sleeve.
Yeah.
Exercise was just not on the table for my mom. She did the same thing. She's like, there's eat less now. So
to me, it's a good. When people ask me, because we talked about it before you ever decided to do it, and my friend, I had another friend of mine that was considering doing it, and I was like,
did
honestly,
she get it?
No, she ended up doing the shots, and that's how she lost the weight. But to me, it's like if you're already at a bad place and it's impossible to exercise, it's impossible because you've got yourself to the point where it's it's so hard to do anything.
You have to have a medical condition to be able to get it. Yeah, I had the sleeve.
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah.
What?
I was.
You couldn't tell, right?
No, I had no idea. That's awesome.
I was to the point where I couldn't walk because my feet. I had my plantar fasciitis in my feet, so I was so big that my feet were pulling the muscles. So I would walk and then my feet would be throbbing. Yeah. And then I ended up getting pregnant. So I gained even more weight. So as soon as I realized that I had started gaining all this weight, because it was my thyroid that did it and my gallbladder. Yeah. So when I got those things fixed, I ended up pregnant. So there was,
of course.
Yeah.
I was like, I already gained all this weight because of these things. Now I'm pregnant on top of it. So like, I couldn't fucking walk. There was 4 months I was off of work because I couldn't move.
Couldn't even move.
Yeah.
So the threshold, I think, for that kind of surgery would just, can you wipe your own ass? If you can't,
I still could wipe my ass.
That's the cutoff
in
point.
the shower. I realized the biggest difference was taking a shower, because like I would get out of breath because like I would stand there and it like I would just be exhausted after the shower to the point where I'm like, that was fucking hard.
And you already have really bad asthma.
Yeah, and it was like exacerbating my asthma. I have COPD. I have everything else that you could possibly think of with your lungs.
Yeah.
I have to sleep with a CPAP machine.
And then she was
really
overweight.
hot.
I would have never
And
thought
then I was-
that you were.
Yeah. I was big.
You got a bunch of old ladies in here,
Yeah.
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 including you.
Yeah. I'm an old lady.
He is an old lady.
I've lost 60, and this is the skinniest I've been since before I left the Navy.
What are they saying about when you stop?
I haven't. What do you mean?
Are you what is your threshold where you stop
Cocaine.
taking your medicine?
I haven't even gotten. I'm literally 2 doses away from the full dose. I'm literally at 1.0, and it's like 2.7. I'm still taking half of what I do. I do Wegovy. It's like a
medication.
Yeah, it's like a shot because like
Really?
it just helps me feel full. That's really the point. It's like a hormone. I look at it kind of like birth control. Like if a woman's on birth control, or like it's normal, she just doesn't want to get pregnant. For me, it's like it just helps me with my cravings. So I'll take like a shot either here or in my legs.
Do you
and
do
it's-
it yourself?
Yeah, once
Really?
a month. I'll actually pull it out to show people because it's a very interesting. You have to keep it refrigerated, but this is what it is. This is literally what it is. It's called Wegovy. I'm at the 1 milligram.
Does it hurt?
Not really, honestly. I was doing it in my leg for a while because I thought that would hurt less, but it ended up actually hurting way more. I should have been doing it in my stomach, but you have to alternate sides because you can get like some weird shit. But it's just inside there's a little needle, and this is the thing, and it'll show there. So you put it, you clean the area with like an alcohol wipe. You 2 inches from your belly button, you put it in there, you push it in, it like sticks right in, it stays there. This little guy will turn yellow, and then you're done after about 10-15 seconds.
You gotta wait for it to click.
10-15
See, I do
seconds.
Pixant for my sinuses.
Yeah.
And ever since I've started that, I can breathe.
Yeah.
When I get sick, I don't have to end up in the hospital.
Yeah.
I can smell now.
Hell
like,
yeah.
My polyps and stuff are gone. I'm not getting constant headaches.
Yeah.
So I have to do a shot like that, but it burns.
Yeah, it doesn't really hurt. Like, it's really sometimes what it hurts is me like pinching too hard when I do it. I feel like that's sometimes I gotta like, because they want you to like pinch your fat and like, boo, and
Get
it's
you
like
a little bit of.
now I've lost a little weight.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. Yeah. Well, it's called semaglutide. It's basically just like it's the same hormone that makes you feel full and gives you. There's this thing like a
Like meth,
connection.
but legal.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not even meth because it doesn't give you energy. It's
So no
it's
energy, just meth without
hormonal.
energy.
It's hormonal.
Legal
it's 1,000%
meth.
hormonal.
I need that for my
Yeah.
ADHD because I don't like the
No, it's not. It's not that though.
I know.
It has nothing to
It's
do
just
with
the
energy. It
hormone.
has nothing to
Specifically,
do-
just the hormone that your brain creates to let you know whether you're hungry or not.
There's a
helps
communication.
yeah.
You see, it's a communication
It
between your
was
stomach
created
to your
for
brain.
diabetics initially, for
Yeah,
specifically type 2 diabetes.
For people, yeah.
What a world to live in.
Yeah. Well, this one specifically is not for diabetics. This one's made for non-diabetic.
I'm glad though. I'm glad that you're doing it because you have tried everything else.
Yeah. Well, I've
And
lost
it's
weight.
it's not like you're just doing it to like
No,
get out of
I've
it.
done everything. I've lost the weight by working out. I've lost the weight by
Yeah.
keto, fasting. I've done a trillion things, and I've dropped down to about 200, 295 and been stuck. And now here I am at 183. And I'm doing this, and honestly, it's changed my entire perspective on things because it makes things easier to do in that way. But also, like, it lets you continue to live your life without. And I don't eat as much. I just don't. I don't even spend as much money on food or nothing. It changes it, everything.
That's wild. I mean,
And it's helped me lose weight, man. I think it's great because they have hormones for everything. This is just one new hormone that you can use for your
hair.
losing weight. Huh?
got a hair growth on.
Oh, yeah. That's what they need to get that one next.
It all sucks, man.
Yeah. I bet, dude. I feel like I'm starting to lose a little bit on my edges, so I might be meeting you soon.
Your edges.
Yeah, my edges. I can't lay my edges as easy anymore.
Losing weight will make your hair thin.
That's part of it.
So
They
you'll
said
grow it
that.
back.
I'll probably end up growing it back. Fingers crossed.
I know, remember mine? I was losing my hair really bad. I had like a receding hairline.
My friend girlfriend does Manjaro. That's a daily shot. That to me would suck doing it daily. It already sucks doing it once a week, but she has to do a daily shot. The good news is she forgets one day, she just takes it the next day. It's not a big deal. But for me, I have to take one shot a week and then boom, boom, boom. And the hardest part is just keeping it in stock because they have they had a shortage.
That's the problem with mine is that I will call to get a refill and then it takes me 2 weeks to get a refill.
You got to call to do it
every 2 weeks.
Yeah. Didn't they do a South Park joke on this?
Yeah, they did a whole thing.
This is that?
This is that. Yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay, I didn't.
They always take it to the extreme.
There's
with everything.
other names for it. Wegovy isn't like
Ozempic's the main one, but that one's for diabetes. So the one I'm doing is the same company that makes Ozempic. They make Wegovy, and it's for non-diabetic.
It's just like a
and they have Manjaro.
So you can't say that everybody's taking the medicine away from the diabetics. Like
no,
that's really
it was just like they saw that reaction, and then they were like, oh, yeah.
It's interesting because like that is one of the things, but also most of the people that are taking Wegovy are pre-diabetic, but your insurance won't pay for pre-diabetes, even though like that's you don't want to get to diabetic.
I have a friend that has that problem. She's pre-diabetic, but they won't pay for it because insurance won't. Like it's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's dumb.
So you just eat a lot of sugar, get diabetes, and you're
that's
set.
essentially what you got to do. Is like you got to.
There's some people
get
that do
worse.
that.
So there's an incentive to get diabetes now.
Yeah, that's that. Well, there was. Luckily, they came up with this other one that you can have that doesn't.
No diabetes required.
No diabetes required for this one.
No diabetes required.
You have the perfect voice for it.
Yeah, that should be the voiceover for the.
Well, let me go ahead and do a real quick. Hello, my name is. We're hanging out. We're talking. My name is Jordan Grainger. I'm the host of the Kokomo Press Podcast. Today, I have a very special co-host with me. Ladies and gentlemen, Cortni Richardson's in the house. And then over here in my black chair, his first time ever being on the podcast, but he has been on the Ultra Droid show, ladies and gentlemen, Seth Gerbs. And she's returning. She's very popular. She gets all of our TikToks popping, ladies and gentlemen, Michelle Bratcher. Yeah, let me give that. We're all here. That's so loud. I'm so sorry, guys. Every time I do, I'm like, I should probably turn that down. And then I never do.
I need you to open this.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll use my big, strong Wegovy hands. No. No, I mean, honestly, it's been fun. We do some of my favorite.
You can't get it either.
Well, I typically have to get like it's just so hard.
We need a real man.
No, it's not.
All right, let Seth do it, dude. He works with his hands every day. I do too, but I push carts. This guy
I have
fucking
tiny
gets
fingers.
Oh, look at that! Made us all like pussies in it real quick. How long are your nails though?
I just cut them.
Oh, okay. Mine fucking suck, dude.
You don't want nails to open cans.
Oh, I was using mine.
I couldn't get my finger underneath the tab.
No, man.
Well, I just got nails. I stopped biting my nails about a year and a half ago, and I actually have nails for the longest time. I had
Oh my
nubs.
God, they're prettier than mine.
Thank you. I've been working really hard on them.
Can I paint them?
Yeah, you can. No, you can't. What do I look like, Jordan Bell?
My son.
Your son, yeah. Well, I mean, I did wear a dress this weekend. Let's talk about that a little bit. This is a little wild. I don't know if people saw this, but I was at the Kokomo Country Club being a little sweet lady this weekend.
Oh, you're such a little slut.
With my good buddy Brian Allen West.
Who did your makeup?
Trailer Swift. I did my own. Well, this is before I blended. I don't know why I took that picture. And then this is after. But this is myself, Barlow, and Brian. And that's his joke when Applebee's has $1 margaritas, which is hilarious. But yeah, we went up there and we did it for the Little Black Dress event, which is like a charity event for the Family Social Service Association of Howard County. They do like a domestic violence shelter. And so their answer to helping raise money is let's objectify men as women.
That's great.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh man, no, you don't like it?
I don't know.
It's weird.
It's weird.
Well, I mean, it's just like
it's
drag.
weird to be like, hey, don't sexualize women, and then sexualize men.
I know.
Dressed as women.
But I mean, it's tongue in cheek. So the fact that we're
it's funny and it's cute and but like in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
like
we consented, so it's like it's all right.
Fine.
It's all right.
It's fine.
I definitely consented. I was groped and everything.
Yeah. Was it like? I imagine. I didn't go because I was at the.
Yeah, you had the outhouse show.
I had the outhouse show.
Party
last
in
night.
Peace.
The hot dog hip hop show. It was pretty good.
Sausage party.
Yeah.
In peace.
I liked my joke better. Fuck
No,
you.
I threw a tag on her thing, like go goofing around, and she tried to explain it to me. So then I explained it even more to her, and then she was like, "I know," and I was like, "I know."
I had already wrote a hot dog joke.
I know, and I was
post.
like, and then it's called a tag.
I know, and I said I was agreeing with you. I said it probably is going to be a sausage party.
Oh, okay. Maybe I misread it. I guess I misread it.
I was ripping off of you.
It's okay. I'm wearing the merch right now. Do you see this?
Yeah, you told me that I looked too frumpy.
Look, he's got the merch on. Where are you at?
Got the merch.
Yeah, but you were just wearing like a
I don't have
fucking
merch.
Yeah, I know. I gotta get you some merch going.
She brought titties. That's fine.
I know she's got
This
a lot
is
better
merch.
merch. Yeah, that's way better
is
merch
the
than what I
merch.
got.
It is the merch.
Yeah, I just got a bunch of boobs on mine, but 4 of them, 4 boobs. There's one.
Boobs.
Yeah, boobs. And then Seth obviously has the Kokomo Press logo shirt. Looks fucking good,
Bald
man.
head.
It does look
Goes
good.
with the bald head.
Yeah,
Glad I saw-
it
I'm
looks
glad
good.
I've seen
So
it before
super
I
good on the
bought it.
nips. Everyone's talking about the nips.
Yeah, yeah. You got
Your
yours
nips
covered
aren't
up.
showing enough.
Well, I don't want them to.
You put pasties on before you came.
No,
didn't
I
you?
just don't
He's
want
got
to
them.
touch my nose.
Yeah, don't touch my nipples. They're too
terrible.
sensitive.
Well, I mean, you guys like nipple play? Like, fuck no, that's fucking awful to me.
I mean, I like participating in being the person who stimulates nipples, but I'm not.
Yes, yeah,
I think
that's
it's
fine.
weird as a man when I get my nipples played with because I'm like, no, this is weird.
See, Matt does the same thing. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm fucking weird, and like I'll come up and I'll go to his boobs.
That's hilarious. I love messing with the dude's nips, especially if he doesn't like it. I
Yeah.
like to
It's more fun. Yeah.
So
I like
I'll
to
come
hurt
up to
him
him
a little
randomly
bit.
and like start licking on his nipples,
Oh, fuck
and
no.
he's like, now you got to do the other side because it feels weird.
Well, I will say this: there is a correlation between guys who like their nipples played with and like being kind of like pan or gay.
To
a
be
little
fair,
bit.
he doesn't like it.
Okay. I know he doesn't, but I'm saying I know a lot of guys who are into like when they're like, oh, they like their nipples played with. They're mostly like gay men.
Are they?
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever met a man that likes their nipples played with.
Yeah, you don't really hang out.
I've
with
always liked
Yeah.
to
And
play with them.
If you like your nipples touched, you like your butthole touched.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
like there's a
There's an
butthole
actual, the nerve
nipple.
endings are actually connected, just like with
Ooh.
women. There's the clitoris is connected to, so all the erogenous zones are connected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy she knows as much as I do because I was like, I've heard that before and I've heard it from
I didn't know
people.
about the butthole thing.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, because
I-
the butthole has a bunch of nerve endings in it too.
Yeah.
I know about that. I didn't know that they were connected.
She has a song about her butthole out there in the world right now.
That's not my butthole. That's Matt's butthole.
It's both your buttholes.
Okay, there's a song about our buttholes.
Seth's like, why are we talking about
conjoining in a
buttholes
song.
right now?
Well, the buttholes is fine. I'm just saying, a girl touched my nipples once, and she had to fucking leave. She had to leave the fucking house. It's not. You guys think
No.
it's funny? It's not fucking funny. Those are fucking
We love it.
alone. Leave my nipples
For all
alone.
men
Well,
out
if-
there, women stop. We don't.
Well, I
we don't-
get it. If there are times
Hey,
I don't want mine
we don't
touched
kink
either,
shame
and it's
here.
like a jump, don't
Like a
touch
jump
it.
scare, yeah.
See,
Right.
Yeah,
see,
like-
Matt's hard line is I'm not allowed to stick my finger on his butt,
On his butt.
in his butt. I'm not allowed to like come up and like poke his butthole when we're
No
not doing
surprise.
things.
You don't know what we just
we
might have
don't-
done.
That's a good rule.
He's like stop.
Yeah, I don't like my cooter grabbed when I'm not
Like
in the mood
that's
for it.
like you know how you're going up the stairs and you'll see his butt and you'll stick your finger on
It's
his
called a
butt.
corn dog.
Oh,
Called a corn dog.
He absolutely hates it.
yeah.
Of course. Well, you don't know. He might have just sticking his shit.
Well, that's okay. It's loosen up for me.
My.
God.
It's like foreplay.
Yeah, floor play.
Hold on.
It's like foreplay.
Oh, I thought said floor play. I'm like, oh.
we
She's
can
so
turn
short.
it into floor play.
She's so short. It's always floor play with her
Floor
It's
play.
always floor
because
play.
you're so short. Bro. I mean, that's the thing about surprise butt touching is you don't know what just happened maybe a half hour before
That's what I'm
that.
saying. Don't surprise nothing about
I mean,
any of
it's
my
through
holes,
the
really.
pants.
Yeah, but still, like you're pushing.
If
You
I
might
get
be
it-
mashing things.
If I get some on my finger, I'll just go wash my hands or go.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding.
Again,
We're gonna
no
remove
kink
Cortni.
shaming
Yeah,
here,
I'm not
but-
gonna kink shame, but we can still remove her from the podcast after that statement. she just mimicked licking shit, guys. I'm done with her. She can.
Okay, it's Michelle's fault. She brought buzzballs.
No, I think we all the buzz balls.
The liquor is what we licking shit. Okay.
This is the most she's allowed to have after the Dan incident. Is
I
what I'm
didn't even
calling
watch
it.
that podcast
The
because I don't
damn
even
Dan
want to
incident.
relive it.
Oh, dude, she got fucking. By the end of the show, it was like the Cortni show. She's like, "No, let me explain, bro. Let me tell you, bro."
Oh no.
That's why we don't bring alcohol anymore.
And Michelle's like, "I'm bringing it. I'm fucking bringing it."
Just a little one.
It's just little
okay, it's
babies.
just a little
This is
baby
gonna
boy.
make me hiccup.
Well, this
spicy.
this is cool. I can bring this up since we're talking a little bit about alcohol. They just did the call out for the Downtown Association district merchants for the DORA information. It's the designated outdoor refreshment area. That's the first time I've seen it written. I guess I should probably read. But they're going to be having like businesses downtown can have a sticker, and if you have the designated cups through the DORA program, you could go from a bar to businesses and have alcohol. Now.
It's essentially because I was talking to Jackie and Jesse about it yesterday.
They went to the meeting, so they know.
Yeah. So we were talking about it. I assumed it was just going to be like you get a cup and you're able to fill this cup up at different places. No, you get a to-go cup.
Yeah.
And it's covered, and then you can take it to these designated places that have the sticker on the wall, and you're allowed to drink there.
Yeah.
Like
it's not like you can't. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You can't like drink walking around.
Yeah. You can't drink from station to station?
I don't think so. I think it has to be in the buildings.
Okay.
How do you do that? Well, then what's the point of the cup?
You're getting it to, well, the record store doesn't sell alcohol. So like you're able to buy alcohol at Cooper's and take it over to the record store and drink it there. You still can't have public intoxication. I like when I first thought of it, I was like, maybe you get like a plastic cup like they do at like the fair. Mm-hmm. And you can go fill it up at different places and walk around with it. No, you gotta.
I didn't know that.
Drink it at the other places.
But I assumed that downtown was like the refreshment area, and you could just walk with it open and drink it.
I don't know. I don't know about whether you can walk around with it open and drink it. I don't think you can.
Well, because the cup.
That was my confusion.
If you have the cup, then that would show that you. Yeah. You know, you are of legal
I'm allowed,
age. I'm allowed.
I've got a sticker.
But if you just had a random drink, the funny thing is, and this isn't indicative of anybody or indicting anybody downtown, but if you go down there, you'll find all kinds of homeless people just drinking 40s, walking, and it's like, who gives a shit? I don't care what they do. It's already but like life's rough enough.
What
you know what I mean?
do with the cup afterwards is like up to your discretion.
Of course, you just take the fucking thing and you slam it on the ground. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, you throw it in the ground and then you just leave it there for the homeless people.
And you waffle stomp it.
Waffle stomp it?
Waffle stomp it.
I don't think that's good advice.
No, okay.
Waffle stomp.
Waffle stomp. Yeah.
How do you waffle stomp it?
You just fucking kick it down with your feet into a grate. You never heard of that with the poop?
Yeah, you waffle stomp.
That's what I know, but it's not poop. So like.
He's like, why are we doing this again?
What happened? Everything just goes back to shit.
Sorry.
Damn it, man.
I'm sorry.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast world. Our haters are loving it.
The fucked up part is I see shit on a daily basis at my day job. Now we're just going right back into shit. Everything to avoid shit.
Tell
us about your shit.
You don't want to hear my shit.
You don't want to know about it.
It's a whole fucked up life.
What have you been up to, Michelle? Have you been doing anything creative lately?
Just living life.
Just living life, yeah.
I create every day I do something at home just for myself. Like I don't post it or whatever, but always singing or doing.
I feel like I was seeing a lot of your stuff, and now I don't see very much. You've been taking like a little break or something.
No, not necessarily. I mean, I work a ton right now intentionally. Like I'm voluntarily working a whole lot of overtime because I'm an old responsible lady.
Trying to pay my bills.
Yeah, basically. But I still I've been doing like crafty things. I've been making, figuring out wood whittling.
Oh shit, you're going to wood whittle?
Mm-hmm. That's cool. Fun. I made a knife at work one day.
Oh, like a shank?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Where we work, you need it.
Yeah.
I had like 4 old dudes like, no, you're doing it wrong. And then they take it from me and do it.
I hate that so much.
I like it though, because I started out with them being like, you can't do that. You're not going to do it. That's dumb. And then it turned into like them.
Are you showing us your knife?
No, I was trying to find my inhaler because I can't breathe.
So you're whittling? So do you have like a knife and you take the slice off the pear?
I have a whole set. I got a whole big old set of specialty wood. So I have a bunch of these tree limbs ish. They're like baby trees at first, and then we chopped them down because they couldn't grow where they were at. It's called a princess tree or an empress tree.
Yeah.
But those dried out, and so I've been turning those into like walking sticks. I've only made one completely. And I gave that to a friend.
So like the tall ones,
that's like cool. And I got like the leather straps to wrap around it, and I've been just kind of making shit up as I go, really.
Yeah, that's cool though.
Yeah.
That's fun. I want to see them.
Yeah. And then there was a bunch of reishi mushrooms that grew in my backyard, which I had never heard of before until this year. They're wild looking. They're so cool. And then I did a shit ton of geeky research on them and found out they're super, super beneficial to humans.
Yeah.
And so you can turn them into tinctures, which I did because, again, I'm a nerd. And
tinctures?
Tinctures.
I love that.
Tinctures.
That's like my favorite word, tinctures.
What is that?
A tincture?
Yeah.
It's alcohol based. So if you soak any kind of like vegetable thing, so like a mushroom or herbs or whatever, if you soak it in a tincture in the alcohol, then it takes that and you strain it, do all that. But then afterwards, the alcohol you have left over, it's going to taste like shit, but it has all of the benefits that get pulled out using alcohol, because you can get benefits from something pulling it out from heat, like if you were to do like a tea.
You're talking about vitamin. No, you're talking about vitamin liquor. Is that what you're drinking? Vitamin liquor?
No, it's mushroom liquor, but it's you
Mushroom
only do like a
vitamin.
dropper of it underneath your tongue. It's not like you're
Okay.
shooting it.
You're
'cause it's
freaking me
not
out of here. I'm
good.
like, people are over here fucking getting vitamins from alcohol now. Like, what
No,
the
it's
fuck?
just
is
you
going
take a
on?
dropper full of it underneath your tongue, and then
Yeah.
For health reasons, or
yeah. So it's
It's just beneficial. Like,
Did
so
women
many
learn
things.
shit that we don't like? We think we're like we know
it's
shit,
like-
and then I
it's not- it's
ask
just like
women questions, and
herbal
y'all know
stuff.
shit.
It's just like taking like herbal remedies
yeah.
instead
Before
of like.
pharmacies took over science and all
It's like
of
you
that.
making your own vitamins instead of like going to the store and buying them.
Bro, if
There's
mine
lots of things out there that are good, like
mine needs to be in the
beneficial
shape
for you.
of a gummy worm for me to eat it. So I don't know what you guys are talking about.
No,
I need a vitamin D gummy that's in the shape of a gummy worm.
I do have
They do
vitamin D
taste
gummies
better.
actually,
gummies taste
You're the
better.
Flintstone.
Did
you?
Give me a
I'm
Flintstone,
not
baby.
but you're not supposed to take them because they have too much sugar in them.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
There's lots of sugar in everything, dude. That's why we're all getting diabetes.
Diabetes.
No, I mean that's cool though. I've never heard of a tincture.
Tincture.
A
Tincture with a K?
TINC. Hold on.
All right.
CTURE.
Thank you.
Tincture.
There's a C?
CT.
CTE? I have CTE? I don't like that.
Tincture.
I'm
like
gonna kick
modern
you in the
witchcraft,
face,
essentially.
bro.
It's like a picture with a
Yeah,
tink.
like
Yes.
Chinese ancient medicine.
It's
but
like-
like witchcraft.
it grew in my backyard. And I was like, oh, what is this? I thought my dog threw up. And I was like, oh.
And she's
Is
like,
that
I
what
should
the-
make
did
this
you
into
post-
medicinal stuff
Is
to
that the one
eat.
you did you post a picture of it?
I did, because I didn't know what the
Yeah,
was growing in my yard.
That gross looking mushroom thing.
Yeah, and there
Yeah.
and ended up a bunch of them grew out there. So I was like, oh, yeah.
See,
You guys just gave me PTSD from
See,
gross
my
little
neighbors
mushroom.
all get fairy circles,
Yes.
and I'm the only one in our neighborhood that doesn't get it.
Yeah, it's because you're evil.
No, it's because they don't want me,
they don't want me.
which I'm okay with. They
The
don't.
fairies
they
are
don't wanna
like,
fuck with me anyway.
she's a devil. She's a witch.
Well, I have a
You
do not
are a
enter.
fairy.
I am.
They're like, oh, we don't need to do her yard.
Yeah,
is
she's
the
already
fairy.
good.
Yeah,
She's good.
She got it.
She's surrounded by the fairies.
I'm like,
They're
trying to
gaining on you. They're trying
it's
to take
because I
over.
have a sign outside that says "Go away."
To the fairies?
Everyone.
Can fairies read?
My neighbors don't listen, but you know,
Can fairies read? Tonight on 60 Minutes.
fairies can read.
Can they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
Well,
They also steal.
they steal? Mm-hmm. They can read and they can steal.
Yeah.
It's like gnomes, or
I don't know what's
I
going
thought
on.
gnomes were stealing stuff. Like,
Gnomes can't read.
Gnomes can't read?
No.
Oh, okay. Why?
I don't know. Their pointy
They don't-
heads won't allow it.
They don't have brains.
We're coming up with reasons. What's the yes and until we get to a point where we're like discriminated against gnomes? That's awesome, dude. No, I mean, it's to me, as far as I'm concerned, this is all stuff I've never fucked with. So I'm like, this is cool to me. Tinctures? Did I say it right that time?
What were we doing, Matt? We
I
left the
put your
house.
tinctures away.
We left the house and Matt blew out a candle, and I said, "Don't blow this out. You're not supposed to blow them out." He said, "Why?" I was like, "Could you blow away the intention?" And he's like, "You're fucking stupid." He's like, "What the fuck does that mean?" I was like, "I don't know. It's what people
I
say."
don't know. I've just read it on. I've heard it on TikTok. Okay.
It's just what you're. I don't know. I probably.
I had a joke I was
gonna end up
writing on
like that.
stage that like started. I was like the other day I was watching a documentary. Okay, I was listening to a document, or I was listening to a video on YouTube. Okay, all right, it was a TikTok, like going back down, because I feel like that's where we get all our information now is TikToks. So like starting from documentary and working your way to like, okay, it was a 20-second TikTok, whatever.
It was a meme.
It was a meme. Okay.
I love the STEM part of TikTok, though.
Yeah.
Like the actual that's what I do. I genuinely do watch just documentaries and random.
And you mean
actual
STEM as in
documentaries.
science, technology, education?
Yeah, I
or
think that's what it stands
engineering,
for.
math. Okay.
But if
Okay, I
you're
was
on
wondering.
TikTok, like the far left, like there's the different things you can see. It's
Yeah.
STEM. Like,
Well, I wondered because I don't know how to navigate it very well. I bet you.
I haven't been on TikTok since they like started selling stuff every other.
That is rough. The lives where you're like, oh, it's TikTok
lives
shop.
are annoying.
And I can't
Oh, yeah.
and I can't tell which ones are like because I haven't been on there so long. You get on there and like every other thing's an ad for like a TikTok
Yeah.
shop
Yeah.
thing. Mm-hmm.
What's your TikTok algorithm? He's like, I don't want to answer.
it's a trap. I'm not on TikTok.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like,
You don't want to get on there.
No, me neither.
You spend 2 hours all of a sudden, and like the whole day's gone by. Yo, no, you either. Right? you could be wanting to spend 5 minutes, and all of a sudden, nope, day's over with. I'm just
Oh, yeah.
entertained by these 5-10 second little videos.
Yeah, you
It's-
get sucked in. But I think that could be the
See,
Facebook Reels. That
I
could
do
be
it in
all of the
Reels.
shorts.
Yeah.
What pisses me off about Reels is that it'll play like the first like 5 seconds of a video, and I'm like, well, I don't want. Now I have to know what happens.
Yeah,
then I just get trapped.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
It's a trap.
It is.
It's a trap.
Well, it's so they can sell you stuff.
Sorry.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's
it's
the
all-
goal. Is they want you to click on things you might want to buy.
I mean, you're not lying.
I like some of the cheap stuff on TikTok. I won't do like Temu and stuff though.
Yeah, I did that
Yeah.
one time because Shelby wrote me into it, and then I never fucked with it because all the stuff I bought I have not used. It's all like in the same place it was when I got it.
See, I feel like that's the same stuff I get from like my Amazon review stuff,
Yeah,
and I can get that for free.
yeah. Are you eating Skittles now?
I am eating Skittles right now.
Get free
You-
stuff on Amazon.
I'll show you later.
Don't. Oh
yeah.
my god, she's getting removed from this. I'm taking her out of the fucking. You can just hear it like in the
It's ASMR.
Yeah. ASMR. No, my son calls us. Can I get some colorful candies? He's not handicapped. He just sounds like that. He's 4. he's like, I like to eat colorful candy, and I'm like, I did it like real low, like he would be like, I just want colorful candy, and that's not what he sounds like. I swear. I'm only talking about my kid here. Did you guys see the colorful sky this week? Everybody's talking about the
didn't see it
aurora
in
borealis.
person.
Well, I saw this is the northern lights, and then I actually saw the southern lights too. Never mind. All right, I'm out. I'm
Look
sorry,
at the
guys.
stars.
Look at the stars. The stars and stripes. Yeah, you couldn't see that if you're black, but
You should have put up the one I sent you.
did you send me one? I can't remember. What was it?
Uranus.
Oh yeah, that's a funny one. I did have this one. I saw the new Hurricane Milton. Hurricane Milton was coming through. Did you guys see this? It's pretty crazy.
Oh my god.
Hurricane Milton.
Funny.
Nice.
I don't even want to make fun of it. A friend of ours was like, "Don't make fun of hurricanes," and I'm like, "I get it. It's people are gonna die, but also like, what are we gonna do? Like, we gotta keep living."
Yep.
Yeah, there's memes for everything nowadays. It's like everything's a meme. Everything's a meme. Everything's a meme.
My son, my youngest, he asked me, he said, Mom, what was some of the best memes back in your time? I said, well, memes didn't exist back in my time. Those are relatively-ish new.
Be like, son,
It's
son,
like internet was invented.
there was
while
this
I was
man named Marilyn Manson, and he was missing one of his ribs. That was our memes. Everybody knew the stories, but
It
didn't know where
wasn't
it came
memes. It was just stories.
folklore.
Folklore, exactly. Yeah. Do you have any good folklore back? I always bring up the Marilyn Manson one because everybody knows it for some reason. You know what I mean?
Mine are all Pokemon related.
Hell yeah,
Like a nerd,
Pokemon's
yeah,
the
like,
shit, dude.
Pokemon.
Did you end up seeing all my Pokemon up here?
Yeah,
Dude,
I I'm about it. I got
all my
Pokemon tattoos, man.
The
Like,
card game
yeah.
or
That's what I'm
just
talking about.
the game?
Did you
Pokemon in general.
Did you play the card
I don't
game at all?
Anymore.
Did you fuck with the card game at all?
Oh, I was a champion of the
Hell
fucking
yeah,
card
fucking
game.
Me too.
No
dude.
one
We're about to
fucked with me
fucking
on
battle after this, dude.
Let me see it.
yeah, it's like a really intricate.
Oh
like,
shit, looks good.
Oh, look
That's
at that.
badass.
It's got a whole sleeve.
Mewtwo and Mew fucking hanging
Yeah,
out.
it's a lot.
Hell yeah.
So I like being a nerd. You know what I mean?
Tell Maddie he now has my second favorite Pokemon tattoo.
Okay, good.
Second one. What's that be from being first?
No,
Matt
you're
has
first
Mewtwo.
now.
Oh, I'm
He just has
first? Fucking
Mewtwo.
let's
Now
go.
you have both. You have Mewtwo.
Yeah.
I got
and Mew.
Ho-Ho on the back too.
You have a Ho-Ho?
I got tattoos.
Dude, I used to have a lot of ho-hos in different area cohorts.
Oh, yeah. Jigglypuff.
Hose. Yeah, let's trying to get some
girlfriend's
Jigglypuff. I got pros. Remember that was like the radio version. I got pros in different area codes. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. We know
So
it's hoes.
dumb.
Ludacris had some fucking bangers back in the day, dude.
Have you seen the Diddy thing? Has been wild.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
dude.
following that.
Yeah, I saw the new. They were doing a new thing. This one came out. Oh, hold on, where'd it go?
Mansion.
Diddy's Mansion. Oh my God, he got escaped. No, I saw this one. I was like, this is
Well,
hilarious.
to think we didn't know for 20 years growing up, like who fuck killed Tupac? Now it's like, oh yeah,
Oh, it's
all
been right
know.
in our
It's
face
obvious
too.
now.
We knew though.
Well, that was
Everybody
always the
said it.
theory was he killed
Yeah,
him.
everyone always thought there was like, oh, it's all conspiracy, like blah blah blah. But then you look back at these clips that they show from like how over the years, and it's like it was right in our face. They were
Yeah.
telling us this whole time.
Yeah.
and encrypted in lyrics and stuff from songs.
Yeah, once I go to prison, they're going to take my podcast and cut it up and be like, it was obvious the whole time he was a fucking
Yep.
piece of
It's
shit.
gonna be
Son
me.
of prison.
Yep.
He's trying to build a prison. We're trying to build a prison. I know you like some fucking.
Get out of here.
You don't like. You don't fuck with System of a Down, dude.
No, I don't fuck with you.
I got that system. I got a system that's giving me downs.
You are the system of a
Why are you
down.
being rude? You get ready to get mad at me. She gets mad when I do accents. Shelby.
Stop it. It's not an
Connie.
accent.
I called you Shelby. Connie, stop it. It is an accent. It's an affect.
I don't think that
It's an affect. It's like the gay affect. Like we all know. When
It's like a speech impediment.
Yeah. It's like a is it an impediment?
I said it's like a speech.
Okay, because if you don't have a mental, if there's not a mental capacity, I don't see why you can't make a joke about it. People always act weird. There's not a mental capacity with it, right?
You can make fun of anything.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
Yeah.
The
maybe you
consequence.
shouldn't.
Maybe you shouldn't. That's
You
true.
can, but should you?
Yeah. Yeah, I had
America, you can, but should you?
I had a joke where I was like, I did a 23andMe, and I found out that I only have 22.
Did you read my jokes?
Yeah, I did. I'm not going to give you any critiques on air, though.
No, obviously.
This is some wording things.
I went and got my wax done, and I did my entire bit for her.
She like it?
She said she fucking loved it.
Good. Yeah, well, she's right. She's going to try to get on stage and do comedy for the first time. We're excited for it. Like,
That's
legitimately.
exciting.
And she's been writing. And my only thing to you is the same thing I tell, if I will give you one critique on it, is the one thing that I would say to you that I said, it's the same thing I said to Hypocrisy Jones or Jordan Bell, which is like, simplify. Because sometimes you talk around your point because you're trying to inform. Fuck them. Either they know it or they don't.
I've also never done it, so it's like the first time. And
yeah. To me, I'm not worried about it, but I think there's a couple things where I'm like, if you just set them like a little differently, it's gonna.
I feel like if I write them all out, I'm not going to say them how I write them. I'm just trying to write it out to where I have like
Cliff
an
notes.
entire.
Yeah.
I want to write out the whole thing, but I think I'm gonna it's not gonna be the same when I say it out loud.
No.
So.
I think you write the story out, you say it to yourself a lot of times, and then you throw the whole fucking thing away, and you just have like, this is what it's about, and then that's how I've been doing it for about 6 years.
I'm doing it for my
so.
own security. I think.
Yeah, it's smart. It's smart. I did it. Honestly, I used to write my entire bits out in the beginning, because it's the same reason.
Yeah.
And then now, because I've done it for so long, now I know my points that I'm trying to hit. So I'll just write out a phrase, and you'll get to that point. But like I said, I haven't even started yet. With Bell, he's been doing it for a year, and he's still figuring out the kinks and working it out. It's fun, but it's
it takes
rough.
a lot when you aren't used to being in front of people.
No.
Oh, yeah. Especially.
That's what me and him were talking about. I was like, how did you get over that? He's like, I'm not. I'm still fucking terrified every time I get up there.
Bell,
It's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still scared. I'm not scared.
Yeah, it's good.
Funny
But you've
scared.
also been a performer. Your
I know.
whole life.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
I have a cheat code. I've been saying that for a minute.
You've
That's
been
like the
doing
cheat code.
music and you've been in bands.
Dude, saying
and
jokes
stuff.
is hard.
What is the cheat code to like being comfortable? That's what I don't get.
Well, my thing is that what my cheat code is that from a very young age, I've been a ham. I've been on stages. I've done.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
a cheat code. For
It's a
you,
cheat
yeah.
code. It's a cheat
Yeah.
code because, like, I've literally, to me,
He's
if
just
I'm getting
been-
on stage, comedy is the hardest version of getting on stage. Let me just say that. Like, it really is.
Especially because you're doing your own material.
Yeah, you're up there by yourself. You're the only one talking. Like,
Yeah, it's the hardest version. So, but to me, getting on stage is not hard. The hard part for me is to make sure it's listening back. And I'm also, you know me, I'm OCD as fuck. Like I don't have a doctor's diagnosis of OCD. It's just my friends, family, anybody's ever met me. Those are the people that have given me OCD.
You have obesity.
I have obesity. Okay. But OCD, the way my brain works is like, I just need to be able to critique myself constantly. Like I did a show recently in Dunkirk, Indiana, and I don't have the audio of it. My mind is it's broken from that. It broke from that because like in the moment I was like, I feel like I did really well, but there's no way for me to tell now.
I'll never know.
I'll never know how I did. Oh my God.
Well, you could do like some of the other comics do if it's like an away show where you can like bring your phone and set it up like
I
that.
can't do that.
That's just for you though.
I know, but
Nobody can see
I
it.
don't like when they do it. And not that I don't think
Everybody,
they can.
every
Right.
single performer, period, no matter what it is, should record themselves doing it.
Yeah.
Because there's no way
It
of knowing
helps.
objectively how you're doing.
Yeah.
But with us, we record direct audio, and you can't hear the crowd, so it's even more because you don't even know where the laughs are. So I'm not listening for, oh, did I get a laugh? I'm listening for what's my cadence sound like because I need to fix that. And then sometimes I listen back just because I'll come up with a good joke on stage and not realize it till I go back and listen.
Yeah, you do that.
I do it a
Sometimes
lot.
you'll like you'll
Improv.
you'll fix a joke and it'll be better on stage than you've done it the time before. So then
Yep.
you're like shit. What did I say?
Yeah, and the time before, like okay, so I did a joke one time, it went okay. Then I did a second time, it killed. The third time I did it, I forgot a whole piece of it, and then
Yeah.
the fourth time I remember because I went back and listened. And it's like the whole crux of the joke. It's about the point of the joke is I'm at a urinal, or I wanted to use the urinal and I couldn't because it was full, so I had to go to the stall. And there was a guy in the stall next to me, and I was getting ready to use the restroom. I look over and his toes are facing me.
You fixed yourself real fast last time you did it.
Yeah. Yeah. And his toes were facing me, and I'm like, what the fuck? And so I was like, there's only 3 reasons somebody in the stall next to you would have their toes facing you. And the first one is they're jacking off, which, okay, that's fine, but I'm in a factory, OSHA violations. I don't want to slip, trip, and fall. That's the first thing. Second thing is they're peeking. They're looking over at me. So I have, oh, shit, okay, they're not up there. We're good. I know it's not that. But the third one is the worst one, and that's they're wiping their
say
ass
that?
standing up. And that to me is like, if you wipe your ass standing up as an adult person, then you probably took way too long to potty train, and that was the only way you can learn how to do it. And my problem, and this is the part I wrote on stage.
What?
I saw I saw a video.
Let me get to the end of the punchline real quick before you get into that. But the end of the punchline is something I missed last week, but I got the week before, and I wrote it on stage, which is the worst part. Okay, so you're standing up to wipe your ass or whatever, and the worst part of that is that like we have the same job, we have the same qualifications, me and this person that took forever. So that's the end of the bit. But I forgot that the last week, but the week before I wrote that on stage, and it's literally coming up with that on stage made me feel really good.
I saw it was like I don't remember if it was like a meme or it was a TikTok or like something. Yeah. It was a guy that was standing up. There was a guy in a stall who had this similar thing happen, and it was like dark out, and there was like a shadow or something, and you could see him through like the window or something, and it was just a guy standing up like wiping his ass, like bent over wiping his own ass, and I'm like, people fucking do that. Yeah. Like stand up to wipe.
Am I hurting feelings now? Do you guys sit down to wipe or stand up?
I don't understand what you're saying.
How do you sit down and do it?
Like, you guys don't stand up when you wipe your...
No.
You're reaching inside the toilet.
What do you mean?
To wipe?
No, I just get on one leg. Like, y'all, like I'm already in the toilet. I don't want to bring the poo particles out.
You're fucking kidding, right? You don't stand
up. Is going to be the most. This is going to be the most controversial. Jordan. I'm going to be kidding. It's going to be a good bit because it really.
You squat a little bit. I mean, it's a weird fucking thing.
Yeah, you don't stand up all the way to get your cheeks smashing.
Yeah, but his toes were facing me.
Fucking squat that you.
Hold on, this guy.
Hold on. Go ahead. Let me go to the room, Mike. Go ahead. Go to the room.
I'm
confused right now.
He stood up. Okay.
Don't knock that down, please.
Okay, he would stand up and he's like bent over, wiping his butt. Like when you do it normally, you're sitting down and you just like go like this.
No, what do you mean?
That's what I'm saying. These people don't do that. We just found that out.
Yes, what do you mean? You fucking lean to the side?
I don't stand up. I stay.
You take a squat. That's a weird
Show me what you do, because I'm so confused right now.
And
be careful.
Like this. You don't stand up all the way.
But your toes wouldn't be facing the other direction. That's my point.
Standing up, turning to the side, bending over, and going like this.
Yeah, legitimately like this. This is what I saw.
No,
legitimately, this is. So I'm in the stall right now, like this. I'm in this. Let me pull this because I'm
so fucking confused.
Okay, so I'm in the stall and I'm getting ready to pee. Okay, and I look over, and to my right, there's some toes facing me. Now the toilet's over here. So my thing is like if you are taking a shit and you stand up to wipe your ass, or at least squat up a little bit to wipe it over the toilet, that's fine. But facing towards the other direction and then just going like. That to me is like where you start. That's where I draw the fucking line, guys.
Is that how you wipe your ass?
You stand up.
No, it wasn't. He wouldn't work at some place.
I use a bidet. I don't wipe.
Oh, you're so high.
Do you really?
That's how you do it.
There is a bidet at my job.
I have used it.
Hold on, let him explain what he does because I really don't want to like.
Well, I didn't want to like. I didn't explicitly think I want to talk about how I wipe my
We're
ass
back
on
to
this
poop, aren't we?
First time on the podcast.
No,
I've never left.
But you squat, you stand up. Did you not?
That's
you
fine.
Stay
That's fine.
And wipe your ass when you're sick.
Yeah.
I do both. I mean, I can I just straighten my back and then I arch and I'll fucking. My ass ain't that big, bruh. Got a little tiny
I'm wondering
baby
if
ass.
I've been wiping my ass wrong my whole life now.
Just do it front to back.
See, that's the problem.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
That's
For a
the
woman,
problem.
yeah.
Nobody
For us, we can
knows
get on
how
our
to wipe
balls.
their
You don't
ass
want it on your
correctly.
balls.
All over my balls. I don't want shitty balls.
Ew.
Nobody wants shitty balls.
Nobody knows how to wipe their own ass.
I feel like we all learn different ways, but the joke, the
long
crux
as you
of the
wipe
joke is like people that stand up and like literally like get their butt cheeks back together. My thing is like
So
when you
gross.
stand up, like your knees come
squishing
together.
it together.
No, you don't stand straight up.
I know what
'cause
you're doing.
Then you are smushing it together.
What you're explaining is a little better than what I'm talking. I'm talking about somebody who stands up, turns to the side, and then grabs toilet paper and then wipes their ass like it's a whole separate thing.
Like
It's
a little
weird.
toddler.
Yeah, like a baby.
Like a kid, you go in there, they bend over, and then you wipe their butt.
Since we're talking about it, can I ask, do you guys pull the cheeks apart to shit so you don't
It depends
have,
on where I'm at.
you know what I mean? Like you get one cheek on one side and then scoot it to the other side.
Yeah.
So like
If
when
I
you
have
shit,
to really get some extra oomph behind it.
See,
maybe.
if it's in public and I don't want it to make sounds.
well, I'm saying just so you don't have shit all over your cheeks.
Yeah.
Like
No,
you're
I've
just
never
trying
gotten
to.
shit on my cheeks.
Well, you don't have as like the hair that we do. Probably.
Oh yeah. No.
I did
We're clean
notice that
poopers.
after I get
I like that.
after I get my wax done, my farts sound a lot different.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I've
They're
shaved
not
my ass
as
before.
muffled.
At one point, I will admit I did shave my ass. Yeah, it is. It's like a silencer got removed. Like it's a silencer.
Like Matt is like this is insane.
It sounds a lot. They just sound like they're just harsher.
Yeah.
Like a trumpet.
It sounds more.
Slap them together.
We got Seth. The fucking God damn, dude.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the Kokomo Press Potty-Cast. It's the
It came
Potty-Cast.
back to shit again.
Well, it did. And
It did.
I did not expect that people would not stand up during shit.
He's learning. That's what I'm saying. It's a good bit though, right? It got you thinking.
I'm also 5 foot tall, so I don't think I need to go that far.
Yeah.
But you don't stay sitting. What do you mean? Then you.
If she did a little bit of a squat to stand up, she'd be mostly standing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, she probably has to.
Like I will lean forward and like
Yeah,
put my
yeah.
yeah.
So how many pieces of toilet paper do you wad it up, or do you?
I roll it around
I'm a
my hand
folder.
a couple
I'm a
times.
folder. Yeah, fold.
What was that?
Roll it
That's a
wrap
roll.
it around
Around
a
the
couple
hand.
times.
Roll it and then pat it and then mark it with a B.
How many squares?
Well, it
We
depends
don't.
on
I
the
don't
mess.
count. If I'm at work, I'm using
don't
all
count.
the fucking squares.
Yeah, well, there's one ply. If it's one ply, I'm using
Yeah,
double.
the
Yeah,
toilet
six.
paper matters. The toilet.
What am I doing?
matters.
Wiping my ass
Yeah.
with fucking what is it? Fucking sandpaper?
If
No
it-
thanks.
If it's
I'm not doing that.
if it's like good toilet paper, you don't need as much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like four
Yeah.
plies.
four.
Like my home, like at home, I use way less toilet paper because I'm using fucking Angel Soft, baby.
Yeah.
Or I'm
Angel
using.
Soft is
sorry,
not good.
sorry. I'm using the what's the one with the bears? That's what we use.
That's Charmin.
Yeah, Charmin Ultra Strong or
See, I
Charmin Ultra
get
Strong.
I get
yourself, King.
Cottonelle
Yeah, thank you.
because it's cheaper.
Well, you work in this stuff. I mean, what would you rather people use?
I do heating and cooling, but I have unfortunately delved into the shitty side of life.
Yeah.
It's there. I mean, you got to think.
I need you to come put a sink into my house.
We can do that. But if you flush your toilet, it's got to go somewhere, and if it doesn't,
Yeah.
It's gonna go.
you got to
somewhere.
fucking figure that
Yeah.
out. Like, you got to fucking go. You got to make care of it. So yeah, I've dealt some horrible
Yeah.
situations. But
Well, you've got a bit that you're working on now that was about your sink.
Yeah.
Which is funny
Yeah.
about how I don't want to bust out your bit, but basically the joke is that she's got to be the man in the relationship because she likes to date like smart guys. She doesn't like the handy guys.
Yeah, I always date smart guys instead of like fixie guys.
So
Oh,
she has to
man.
learn how to
And
fix it.
So
I can
now,
understand that.
I'm the smart guy in the relationship. So I got pissed off at my sink and I pulled the whole fucking thing out.
Yeah. She pulled her whole sink out of
who
the
kills
fucking
the
wall.
spiders?
He gets them. I would kill them, but he wants to save them, so I let him get them.
I saved
I
them
love
too.
it. I
Does it
saved
save the
spiders
spider?
too.
Yeah.
I
It's the
saved a
only one I'll
spider.
save.
I saved a
took
spider
everyone.
in Matt's car earlier. Actually, I drove Matt's
Save the
car.
fucking spiders.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they
smushed the
kill.
fucker
See,
in it.
but they kill the other shit that
Yeah.
gets on my
See,
nerves.
he's
There you
gotten
go,
me
right
to the
there.
point where if I see a spider, I'll leave it until it's a problem.
Yeah.
Like there was one on the wall. I said, I need you to get your fucking friends out of my house.
Yeah.
Well, bees,
But I left
Do you
it.
guys think that stands for all fucking critters? Just like, I don't crush them into fucking oblivion.
I don't
No.
kill.
Bee, save the bee.
I'm
It's like,
scared
no,
of
it
them.
dies.
Bees-
I don't kill
Goodbye.
bees either. I
Like
can't.
if it's
I hate them, but I will
centipedes,
kill
I'll
them.
kill.
Hornets? What about hornets?
No.
I will
No.
leave those around.
You leave them alone?
No, I don't like them in my area.
So leave alone is not true. I'll like get them out of the space. Like if I find a centipede or anything, I hate centipedes more than anything. But if I find like if a bug in my house, I will. Every attempt I will do is to get it and then take it outside. Like
That
go
is
back
so-
to your world.
That is
No.
such a good,
I'll flush
I
them.
know.
you know,
I think it's a karma thing.
It
over
depends.
time.
It depends on the bug and the situation.
Yeah.
If I'm in the shower and there's a spider like coming down and like
I'm
trying
sorry,
to land
you're
on my
dead, yeah.
titties, like I'm sorry, you're gonna go down the drain.
Yeah, I flush
For
them
one,
down the drain.
I have been violated, and
saw
two,
my goodies.
this is my space.
Not only did they see it, they saw it with like 8 eyes. Or something.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they're
Fucking-
seeing me.
And they
way
didn't pay for shit.
Yeah, they didn't pay for that. They didn't pay. They can get past the OnlyFans fucking thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
The PayPal,
there
the
is
paywall.
literally moments where you find a bug and you're like, you're gonna get another time to not die. You take them outside. You literally do
Outside.
that.
Just outside.
Oh, they're dead. If I see a fucking bug, it's dead.
Now mice, I'll fucking kill a mice without any conscience whatsoever.
See, I'd rather have no. I wouldn't rather have either.
because they leave poop everywhere and fuck
Yeah.
that.
No,
Hornets.
we
Hornets.
tried to.
See, I've
we
never had a
captured the
hornet.
mice and then took them out, but then they end up right back. So we had to.
It's a
put
waste. You have to kill
poison.
them. You have
Yeah.
to kill them.
Yeah.
They're
I
cheating out my
have
shit.
the bad thing is that for some reason there's some way they're getting in my house. I gotta pay somebody to come figure out how to get that sealed up. But we had a mouse get in our house, so we bought. Sorry, didn't mean to rhyme, but mouse in the house, and I'm about to put it.
sick.
And there's
Oh,
a
God,
mouse
now
in my
we're gonna
blouse.
start rapping.
Okay, so but I ended up buying one of the electric ones because the other ones weren't working. The poison wasn't working. None of it was working. So I had to buy electric. So like the other night, I guess Shelby woke up in the middle of the night and she just heard like fucking killed it.
It's like
murder.
a
Was it shit?
zapper.
Guys are shit.
I've never heard of
Yeah, it like shocks them to death. They're like they didn't know they were on death row, but they were.
Oh snap!
Damn.
Dang.
I'm willing to let them die. Those are the ones I'm willing to because they like fucking it's diseases and shit. They don't really help me with anything. If anything, they're the things I want.
No,
the other
they're
things to kill.
cute-ish, but
Ish.
Cute or dead?
I've not had
Fucking
mice.
I
don't have it. I live on a slab, so I don't really have mice.
Yeah. You live on a slab?
I live on the
a
creek.
slab.
She lives on a slab. She's
don't have a
just
basement,
slab.
right?
There's no basement. I have a basement. You know this. Well, I do want to give a shout out to I before we forget. Like, I do want to give a shout out to Seth because you did fucking get me hot water, ladies and gentlemen. I turned it down this time. That was it. We didn't have hot water for fucking 15, 16 days. This guy got me worked out. We had the hot water heater here and everything, and it had a default, some type of fucking issue with it. He got it all fixed. Came in my house like do. It took him like maybe 20 minutes, and it was like hot water within an hour or two, like 4 hours or something like that. I wasn't going to use it for. He said wait 4 hours, and I was like, I'm gonna wait 4 hours then because I need
Wait
hot
4
water.
minutes.
I need
Fucking
it.
hot. Shelby got off work that night, got a hot shower. She was so fucking happy.
Did you guys share it?
No, we didn't share it, dude. I don't really like taking showers with people. I mean, unless it's gonna be sexual, I don't really want to.
No, that's
It's
my time
never
to be
sexual.
me.
Yeah,
like,
that's my
this
time
isn't
where nobody's
beautiful.
allowed to see what
Women are
we're doing.
horrible in the shower, dude. They're like
see me.
fucking,
We are
shit,
horrible
they're
in
like
the
fucking
shower.
taking the makeup off. It's like fucking. It's like a
It's not an attractive time.
horror movie in there when you guys
That's
are doing
exactly what it is. It's a
Yeah.
horror movie. We're removing our exoskeleton.
it. Yeah, it's
And it's the heat of hell in the water. Like it's never been a good fucking time taking a shower.
No,
Just
you're
standing
either
there
sitting in the
cold, like, what the fuck? This
sitting in the cold or in the
stood
fucking
hair.
yeah.
Like, I don't have any fucking hair, so I don't have to worry about that. And they just stand there and do their fucking thing.
Matt will get
It's
out of the
terrible.
shower and my hair will be in his butt crack. It's not a good.
No. You don't want that to happen. My mom
loss.
used to co-sleep with my little brother. This is random as fuck, but she used to co-sleep with my older brother, Joel. And one day, I guess he was like walking funny. They're like, why is he walking weird? I was like, he's gay. No, he's not. He just had, his toe was all, he's all pigeon-toed. And they're like, what the fuck? They ended up looking down. My mom's hair had wrapped around his toe. He didn't tell nobody. It was like cutting off circulation. Apparently, they took him to the fucking ER. They had to cut it off. They said if he wouldn't have said anything or if they wouldn't have noticed within like another 12 hours, he might have had to lose his fucking toe.
That's nuts that he didn't say anything.
Yeah.
He's
like,
little.
why
He's like
would
3 or
you-
4, like a little kid. He just,
Yeah, like that. I would have been like, okay, this bothers
Like
me.
my
we're
toe
men. We're
hurts.
taught to just push it down. You know?
Yeah.
Even at a young age of 4.
My
You know
4-year-old
how-
would cry.
Yeah, we're raising a bunch of pussies.
Yeah, I feel like we are early.
Put some man up on that.
Yeah,
You're
dude.
right.
You guys into volleyball at all?
Like watching volleyball.
What about Boise State volleyball? Hell yeah, dude. You guys
I
can you guys
am
believe
now.
that? Dude, that's what I'm saying, man. They got a goth girl in there. That's what I'm talking about. She looks a little bit like Ronald McDonald there, though, I'll be honest. I was thinking, I was like,
Like
man.
That wasn't a clown?
No. She does look like one, though. She's definitely killing
Is she
it.
dressed like that, or is that her actual face?
That's what that's how she dresses every day. That's how it's just funny to see
I
a
wonder if she's
volleyball
allowed
girl.
to dress like that during games.
Right,
Like
is that,
sometimes
like-
they make them be
Is that
very.
makeup or is those all piercings? I think she's just got one piercing on her face. It's
No,
not-
she has a
it's
ton of
makeup.
fucking piercings.
Turn it back on.
All right, hold on. So it's still up there.
Oh, I was
It's
looking at
not over here.
Oh, it's okay. My bad. You can-
I don't know if all those ones on her face are
We can zoom
piercings or
in.
if it's just her makeup.
Well,
think she does
She
have
has the
this,
nose
her
one, and
nose,
she has
her-
the septum
and her
for sure.
and her eyebrows too. I
She
think.
chose to do that? Why'd she choose to? What
It's her fucking body. I don't care. I just thought it was cool, like that. Like typically volleyball girls are like, kind of like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And then you see like one who's like a goth girl. It's like a goth princess there, dude. She'll fucking set and serve
It's like
on
my
you.
bet.
stepdaughter. She's so into like the emo MySpace look, but she's an athletic girl too, so that would totally be. I
That's
could totally
awesome.
see her doing that.
It's nice to watch the Venn diagram of those two different types of personalities kind of overlap in this way. Yeah, that's interesting, man. You have 4 kids.
Yep,
2 boys and 2 girls, right? How's that going?
it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got
they're-
2 teenage girls, right?
Yeah, well, I've got a sophomore, 2 8th graders, and then a kindergartner.
Kindergartner's the coolest one, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just depends. He's my clinger.
Yeah.
a level
Stage
5
5,
player,
level
yeah.
5, stage 5, whatever. We were both getting there.
Yeah.
All right.
He's a 5 clinger.
He's a 5 clinger, regardless, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, I think that's just normal, though, especially with the separation between the ages. He's like the only one he really relates to is mama. Is he like obsessed with his older siblings? Like, is he like kind of hang out, or is he more like?
Yeah, he likes to try to hang out with them and play games and stuff like that. But yeah, they
Arthur
all
doesn't
have
give a
similar
fuck.
interests.
Like her
But they're all
son
like,
does.
please go away.
Your son loves to hang out with your daughters, right?
He would like to be able to hang out with them.
Yeah. Yeah, you reading about yourself? Oh, you fan? He's moving to the
It's
bed.
hot in
It
here.
does get hot, guys. I'm
You need a
sorry.
cooling guy in here or
I
something.
know. I think this is like the one room in the house that, like, I think it's because I have it. It's like covered up over here. I probably should get that open.
Hey.
Fucking
What the fuck?
need a
He's
heater
trying to
and
get it
cooler.
warmer and warmer in here, so we start taking off
I'm like,
layers
Hot
of
seat.
clothes.
Hot
My
seat.
shirt just came.
I'm just trying to get Seth's nipples out, and I want to touch him. I want to touch him now.
We're gonna have a
I gotta touch Seth's nipple. That's my number one goal now.
That girl had to leave. She was willing to offer some crazy stuff to me.
Hell yeah.
But I had to trade her a nipple touch, and she left the fucking house over it.
So what we're going to do is we're going to auction off your nipples for charity.
No.
$1 million.
Them kids can eat fucking other shit. There's no amount of money. That'd be torture.
We all need
That's
local
awesome.
author books to fan
Oh, yeah.
ourselves.
I think
There's one
that's
other one.
how-
I got Dustin Ogle.
Here's one more. You want the big one? This is Stepping Stones by
Here, you can
Alicia
have Dustin
Mullins.
Ogle.
She's going to come on soon, I think.
Oh, she hasn't been on yet?
No, we've talked about it, but she's a very busy girl. You guys just watch
You
me
need one too?
watch me be bougie. I'll just turn my fan on. How about that?
Unknown caller. I'm afraid.
Who the fuck is calling? Sorry, guys.
Getting a phone call.
I got a phone call through the board.
Unknown
That's very
caller.
rare. Typically, unknown caller. You could do that voice really well. dude.
Unknown caller.
Oh my gosh, you should.
Now my nipples are hard.
Everyone loves a Siri call.
Sounds like
Siri's calling.
torture. Just having a hard nipple. Like, God damn.
There's something about a woman with like a very monotone, but also like the weird thing about those phone call girls or people is it's like monotone, but not. Like it's like a very like it's like
It's soothing, but
yeah.
I don't.
Is that
yeah.
what ASMR is?
Yeah,
It can be.
essentially.
I don't know what it is.
Some people don't like talking at all in ASMR. It's all like the clicks and the
Yeah.
things that they do to the microphone.
Is that just people pretending like their autism is cool? Is that what that is?
I think honestly, I like to listen to some of those things. Like when
Yeah.
I've had a particularly stressful day, and I can hear because I've always liked listening to rain or different things like
Yeah.
that. So there's some sounds that are kind of I
See-
don't like hearing or looking at people doing like the like that
Yeah,
stuff's
yeah.
stupid. But yeah, like
If you watched it, you wouldn't be into it.
If during
yeah.
during like when we do homework and stuff, I'll put on like rain sounds in the background and stuff because like they always want to look at something and I'm like, I don't want the freaking TV on because you're just gonna watch TV. So I'm like, we're gonna put on some soothing rain music or something dumb.
Yep.
I mean, I when I was a kid, I just did my work.
Yeah, well, you gotta like trick your kids into doing homework now.
Do your kids fuck with Orbeez at all?
Not anymore.
You know, you guys. I found this video and I was like, I thought this would be interesting to share with the group.
What the fuck?
A dog ate some dried Orbeez and went through its entire system. So then it ended up having to deal with that by.
What?
Oh, that's
I saw
rough.
that.
So that's what they ended up having to. You saw that? I know. I just played it. The first time you ever saw it.
That's the first time I've ever seen it.
I just don't
never
ever
seen
act
that
like you've seen something
before.
before the podcast. What are you doing?
I'm sorry, I don't
my
have
God.
the internet.
No.
I don't even know what the internet is anymore. No, I did. There's been so many weird things that happen. It's like I have so many like random ass topics this week. Like this one I thought was interesting. If you guys can come up with a good plan, NASA is willing to pay $3 million for innovative ideas on recycling space junks.
How much litter do we have in space?
A
lot.
ton.
Oh my god.
So much.
Problem.
Is it just old satellites that don't work or
Yeah, like debris from space stuff. Just
I love
garbage.
that our entire planet is just the trash can.
We went from a trash planet to a literal covered in trash and followed by trash. Listen, mine went off, so I can't get mad at anybody now.
Well, I didn't know I was supposed to put it on silent. I'm ill prepared.
It's silent but deadly. I'll
Always
tell you
on
that much.
silent.
Silent but deadly.
Kid trying to call me. Ben.
I had to put mine on airplane mode because my daughter won't shut the hell up.
Yeah, I know how that is with your daughter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We did shoot a skit today, didn't we?
We did.
You were a pretty big part of it. You helped like direct and filmography.
I did all of the work.
This was me earlier, guys. I dressed up so I can do both. And then there's Cortni, and this is the group. So we went out to the Gasworks, which if you guys
See, that's
are
what I was
interested in that,
wearing, and he
25th.
said, "Why are you?
You look
gonna
way
wear
nicer
this?"
now. Let's be honest. You do. You look so much nicer. But we shot a little scene where Jordan and I were detectives. So I wore a straight up fucking suit over there, and they were all giving me shit like I wasn't playing a detective or something. But these are some behind the scenes. If you guys want to see, this will be for the Outhouse Super Show and the new season. It's going to be very interesting. There's some fun stuff in the interrogation room, and then here's Bernie on the floor getting beat up, which is hilarious. So yeah, it was a lot of fun though. I really appreciated being part of it. So that was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like to do stuff. You know about that.
You like to do stuff?
We like to do stuff.
to do stuff.
Soon we're going to be.
Are you gonna do our Christmas stuff this year again?
Are you down?
Probably.
Are you down?
Yeah,
Please
yeah.
be. Please be down. I don't know if.
I'm singing this year.
You're singing this?
No, I'm just
No.
kidding. I
hope so.
suck.
Raindrops keep falling on my head.
I'm a great singer.
You are.
Yeah.
I got some shout outs here too. You're going to see a familiar face in here, but Drew Young. We've got the boys wearing the shirt right now. And then we've got Matt Adams. And we've got, this is actually Caleb. He didn't have his face in it. So I was like, I guess I'll have to get his actual face with him. But we have some people that got some merch. So shout out to those people for fucking buying some merch,
Caleb,
man.
speaking of, he did fucking fantastic last night.
Dude, every time he does a show, it's good. He does a good job.
So good.
Odd,
we
unique.
had so many people there too.
Yeah, you guys had a fucking full room of rappers and artists. There's kids in there.
There was so many kids.
There's kids like watching hip hop. It was just great.
It was
That's what's
funny
great
because
about
there was a couple bands that like censored themselves.
Yeah.
There were a group of kids sitting up by the front of the stage.
Hell yeah.
And then you get these other people that are on there like pussy, pussy, pussy.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I'm
okay.
like, all right.
Yeah.
I guess it is all ages. They know it's hip hop. We gotta do it.
It was just funny to me because I go around and I was like, did you realize there's a bunch of children up there?
But if you want to be cool like Caleb, Seth, Matt, and Drew, go to kokomopress.shop. Kokomopress.shop. That's the name of it. I was trying to do like a goofy voice. Own the funniest merch in town. I feel like
I have a
that's-
shirt I'm getting ready to put on there.
Yeah, I love it, dude. You guys have been killing. This was the embroidery that I was supposed to get. I ended up getting a whole different embroidery because they swapped the white Kokomo. Like, so Kokomo's white and now the press is orange. I don't know why they did it. It makes no sense to me. Not on there, but on my hat that I got.
Yeah.
Very interesting. And then we do have a couple shows. Let me do these before I forget to. We have a show coming up in Kokomo at Cooper's Pub. That's on October 26th. That's a Saturday. Doors open at 7 p.m. The show's at 8 p.m. It'll be myself, Maya Smith, KJ Weaver, Jacob Allen, Cole Peterson, Brian Allen West Jr., and Dan West with Larry the producer on the ones and twos. The tickets are $15, but there's going to be a costume giveaway. Dress up, have a good time. We're going to be goofing off. That's 113 East Sycamore Street in beautiful downtown Kokomo, Indiana. That should be on the radio.
And how do you get tickets?
What?
How do you get tickets?
You get tickets by messaging me or Brian. If you want tickets, just message one of us because we'll fucking give them to you. Because I've got some people on there. And then we also have this one as well. Cortni will not be there. She's already decided she's not coming. But we do have the Halloween Howler. That's going to be at Be Here Now in Muncie, Indiana. That's the day before, on October 25th. And it's a Friday. The tickets for that are $10 if you're 21 plus. If you're under 21, you got to pay $15 because you can't drink. And they're like, we can't get you. But you're also going to see myself, Brian Allen West. You're going to see Hypocrisy Jones, Kyle Roth, Cole Peterson, Alexa Eden, and our headliner is going to be Patrick Murray out of Indianapolis, Indiana. So get your tickets for that as well. It's going to be a fun time.
October 25th is the day they start the Dora thing too.
Yeah, they're going to be doing it. They said they wanted it for Halloween weekend. That's what I was told. I don't know if you told me that or maybe it was Jackie.
It was Jackie.
Jackie be telling me shit. I love Jackie, dude. She's the best.
No, she really is.
Dude, I just, it's great how many.
I love going in there.
There's just wonderful women. I know so many wonderful women nowadays. I mean, Michelle, I got you, I got Jackie. Sage is awesome, dude. Shelby. We've got so many good people around us. Who else? What other women do we have?
That's it.
Awesome.
None of the rest matter.
Kim was there.
Oh, yeah.
That's enough.
We have enough.
That's enough women.
Hold
Stop
on,
adding them.
Calm down.
That's the thing about adding women to the group is as soon as they get enough, they're like, that's it.
There's too many.
That's it.
We can
Stop.
only have
We
so
have
many.
enough.
The ecosystem is
Calm
being
down.
irreparably damaged because of how many women you're
There's
adding.
too much estrogen here.
Too
There's
much.
none here.
There's none here. You dropped it all off.
Here, baby.
You got rid of it all.
Yeah.
You just like,
Not my
fuck
love.
it. That's why you're so hot. You're like, fuck.
Yeah, that's why I'm.
Get rid of this estrogen.
I don't want it.
I don't want it either. How do I get rid of it?
Yeah, just fan it away.
An entire hysterectomy.
Like praying it away.
I would like to also get a hysterectomy.
I would like
Yeah.
one too. Exciting things are happening at the Kokomo Press. Yeah, very exciting things. Not only are we bringing you comedy shows, an open mic once a week, skits, videos, funny jokes on our page, and satire news stories, but now you can support us by going to kokomopress.shop. It's that simple. You go to kokomopress.shop, you find a t-shirt, you find a hat, maybe in the future some stickers and some posters. You go on there, you buy one of those from us, and percentage of the proceeds will go to us and help support what we do. We appreciate every person who just likes, subscribes, does all that. But if you go to kokomopress.shop and you buy something, we'll know who you are. You send us a photo of it. We will post it on our page and shout it out. Thank you so much. Go to kokomopress.shop, buy all your shirts and hats needs, and support the Kokomo Press. Thank you guys so much. kokomopress.shop. I would like one too. I'd like to have
Right
just
away.
I
one.
want a hysterectomy.
Oh, if you get that, can I have it?
Yeah,
When they take the whole pussy out, right? No, they just
You can
remove
have
the
my
whole-
whole. I will give you my whole vagina. Can I have your penis?
Yeah.
Matt would be
If I
so
die.
mad.
Yeah, can you give me your whole vagina whole?
Yeah.
Sorry, you said a whole
train. We'll
Can you
train.
imagine just like walking around with one? Like, hey, what's up, guys? Got
It's
my vagina with
just
me.
hold it as like a keychain.
Yeah. Like, oh, what's that hanging from your rearview mirror?
This is
rabbit
just
foot.
Courtney's vagina.
She had a hysterectomy I've been holding and onto
There
before.
are, I've seen like people that are keeping their vagina things.
Cool.
Their uterus.
Uterus?
Your uterus in the jar
Oh,
where they've kept it.
yeah, they didn't offer any.
They didn't offer it.
I asked if I could keep my skin when they removed it, and they told me no.
Yeah. That most of the time they're going to say no because they're like, oh, look, it's a biohazard, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's
Is that
my
really
body.
keeping the foreskin, or like why would you when you get circumcised?
I mean, people do.
Foreskin.
I've heard like
No,
families
No, you
do.
eat it.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's not true.
That's not
real.
what you do.
Fry it
That
up
is
like a
true.
chip.
That's the afterbirth that you eat.
No, that's,
That's not-
true.
you don't-
I think it's was it Jewish families?
Oh, dude, don't tell me that.
foreskin?
They eat
They
the
don't eat the
foreskin.
foreskin.
like a
They
pork
do.
roll?
Bro,
That's
she's
not what
been
they
listening to Jewish
I don't think
propaganda.
it's Jewish people. It
She's
might
been
have
trying to free
something else.
Palestine over here.
It's somebody else, but I'm pretty sure they eat the foreskin.
The Jews, they actually
Like
eat
the,
the foreskin.
I don't
The-
think that's the case.
The family does.
Gobble it up.
The family.
I only eat foreskin.
Gobbling.
I buy it at the gas station.
Like, fuck.
I love Halloween so much. I gobble up foreskins. I'm
Or
gobbling.
you're lucky I
I'm
can't get on my phone.
Yeah,
Would that be
you're
like
not allowed
the
to be on your
flex,
phone
though?
because your
Like to
phone
have
fucking
it?
sets our shit off.
Your phone sets my shit off.
All right, that's it. Did you guys see Mama Karen's beef and noodles? This threw me off. I don't know if I'd eat that. I don't know.
It looks like beef and noodles, so
Dude, I don't see enough beef in there. It just looks like
It
color.
looks like
It's
a
just
type
a lot
of
of-
food that I'd make. I like dog food.
You like
Some
dog
of
food?
the grossest looking food tastes the best.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what
why I eat
always,
ass.
That's what I. Yeah. Well,
Back to we got to bring it back to ass every time. You know?
Ass is my favorite thing to eat.
Your favorite thing to eat is ass?
Yeah.
Just a whole bowl of it.
I just fucking love it.
top of the food pyramid.
I like to put cereal in the ass. Have you seen that picture?
Yeah, that's
That's how I eat my ass.
that's the only picture I look at every day.
What, like Cheerios or
Yeah,
It-
yeah,
Fruit
Fruit Loops.
Loops.
It's Fruit
Fruit
Loops.
Loops.
Yeah, in there. Fruit Loops
Yeah.
in my ass.
like a
I-
Pez dispenser kind of deal, but with Fruit Loops?
I saw somebody said this photo aged
Similar.
poorly. Do you guys see this? I'm fucking.
Yeah.
You guys remember Get Him to the Greek? I fucking love that movie. It makes me sad that now, like, it's like the guy on the right's been canceled, the guy in the middle's been canceled, and the guy on the left is no longer fat. So, yeah,
And he hates
himself.
talking about it.
Yeah, he
He's
hates
also
talking
no
about it.
longer funny.
Yeah, like what happened to funny people being fat? I like fat people when they're funny. It's the only time
It's hard to
People
be
are
funny
only
if you're
funny
good
if you're
looking.
fat. Yeah. That's
Thank
why I
you.
don't want to do stand up.
That's why I don't get very many laughs.
That's what you should always tell yourself. If people aren't laughing, I'm just looking.
I'm
I've just lost
too
too. I've lost too much weight. I can't be funny anymore.
You can only have like this level of hot and funny.
Yeah.
You can't.
Okay, well, explain Matthew Rife then.
That's what I was.
He's not funny.
He's not funny.
No,
But he's
No.
hot, right?
he's been funny.
No,
I'm
he's
not
not.
gay.
To
don't
me,
think
I don't
he's
think
really
he's
that
attractive.
hot either.
No,
The
no,
crowd
he
work
looks
is
weird.
good.
I don't think so.
Yeah, have you seen it? I saw some recently. It was good.
It's what
I'm
do
not
they
a
call it?
hater.
Not a hot pick.
Hot take.
Thank you.
Hot take.
I'm old. Hot take. I don't find him entertaining.
Hell yeah.
I
Entertaining
also
or
don't-
hot? We were asking two
Both.
questions here.
Neither.
They don't think either. That's what they're saying.
I don't either. I think he's like a fad for like
Yeah.
women that aren't into comedy.
Yeah.
I think you're right about that, but
Yep.
that doesn't mean that I don't think he can be funny.
I think older women really like him a lot.
Yeah. His
noticed.
type of humor is
Or
not
little
the
girls.
same as something. Yeah, I don't know.
People who are either overdeveloped or underdeveloped, but women cook just right. They don't like that Matt Rife guy.
Yep.
Yeah, women who well, if you've met normal funny people, I mean, it is weird because like most normal funny people, like we do a mic, so we have people all the time to come through doing comedy. So it's been very interesting meeting. Like we met last week. We had, I think for the first time ever, I can't remember.
We had
another
3
time. We
women.
had 3 women comedians.
It was
on the show.
awesome.
That.
It was amazing. Out of 12, I think.
I mean, no shade, but I think the women sometimes are the funniest.
Yeah, that
But
can
maybe
be.
it's just because I'm it's
relatable.
relatable.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like it. We had 3 women comedians. We had Elisa Bozeman. She's from Wisconsin, but she's out of Indianapolis. We had Stacy Stark. She's from Fort Wayne. She drove a while to come do some comedy, and we had like 5-minute spots. She did like 3 minutes, which was crazy, but she made an impression on you and Jeff McKinley. And then we had a woman out of Peru, Indiana, named Kalika Redmond, who I've been trying to get to do acting stuff with her because she's a good actress as well. But I think she'd be fun for stuff in the future. But she actually caught some strays because people were making jokes because she dressed up like Marvelous Miss Maisel. Like
She
she's
didn't
just-
though. She was just wearing a nice dress.
She
with
was
like
super nice.
A nice shirt.
Yeah, she's
And they
dressed
were
really
saying
pretty.
that she looked like Mary Poppins and stuff because she had like a longer dress on and like an older, like it
Yeah,
was like,
like
a
a smock.
lacy,
I'm like, okay, cool.
Oh, she looked
lacy
good.
blouse.
I thought she looked nice. I'm like,
Yeah.
honestly,
She did
I'm
look
like,
nice. She didn't look like she was like. she didn't look any other way than just like she was dressed nice.
Yeah.
I can actually.
I don't think that she's.
This is actually a picture taken by Courtney. This is
Yeah,
her.
she just looked like she had a nice shirt on and a dress.
She does look like Mary Poppins. So.
Yeah, but like that's my thing. Two things can be right. That's Sean.
Yeah.
Sean doesn't get a shout out, but you took this.
Sean doesn't get a shout out.
Sean doesn't get a shout out this week.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck Sean. No, but you did take that really cool like side profile picture of her as well. I was like, oh man,
that's cool.
Look at you taking some fantastic
Artsy.
photos.
I was trying.
You're doing good. And then you took this one of Maddie, who he's gonna hate that I put this on here.
He was so mad at me.
I know he gets mad when you did it, but you've been killing these photos, by the way. You really have. I've been giving you a lot of credit for it, so make sure you tell people I give you credit. This one's amazing. As well.
Hey guys, Jordan's doing a good job of making me feel included.
Well, you know, she did cry on the podcast a couple weeks ago because I don't go.
It's funny because every time I do anything, they're like, "Thank you, Courtney. Thank you for doing." I'm like, "Oh."
Yeah.
And then everybody around, they're like, "I'm doing a good job too." I'm like, "No, they're just trying to make sure I don't cry again."
Yeah, we just don't want you to cry anymore.
Stroke our egos.
I will
Trying to
start.
find-
I can cry on command if you need me to.
Okay, so now we all think you're faker.
I was
faking.
not faking that.
Trying to get a good picture of her to put on here because I don't want to just like. There's a lot of these are with her like talking and stuff, and I don't want.
You like the ones of people talking, so those are the ones.
This one's a good one. Yeah, I don't mind that. I like it
I
to look
couldn't get
natural.
very good ones of her because of the lighting.
Yeah. You kind of went darker a little
I
bit
tried
later.
to,
Let me
but,
find
like-
Stacy because I want to show all
And
the
right before
female
that,
comedians.
I was fucking with the lenses, so like I fucked it.
I
all
went
up.
early as fuck this last week, so let me see. There you go. And here's Stacy. Stacy was really funny as well. But we had some great.
Stacey's mom.
Stacy's funny.
We need to figure out some better lighting things.
Well, you can
It
just
was-
change your ISO. You know
It was
that.
the light. It was the light from the dartboards.
I'm going to cover those up. I think eventually. This is probably the best one of me. Look at that. Oh,
Look at that cute boy.
Look at him. He's like a little chubby cheeks.
I don't have like my. See, they kept saying I was going to get Ozempic face, where like my face was droopy. My face isn't droopy at all, dude.
You weren't big enough to get Ozempic face.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not that big.
Like I have the chicken neck thing.
Do I look more
you
like
won't
I
get
looked
it,
from
though.
high school, or do I still need to
No.
lose like 50 more pounds?
No, you just look like a different human being completely.
Do I look
think-
way different?
And I don't think it's weight
don't?
related. It's age related.
Yeah.
Because
You
you're
look-
old.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
You look.
Trying to get a compliment. I get told I'm old.
Pictures that I've seen from you in high school, you look better now than you did in high
No,
school.
and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's no
Like-
reason to.
I have a patina
compare yourself
about
to
me.
High school. That's.
Well, it's not like
I don't want to look like how I did in high school.
I don't either, but I mean, to me,
I
it's
still
more like
look
the
like I
face
did in high
shape. My
school.
face shape is probably different.
You didn't have a
facial hair.
beard.
Yeah.
Well, but it did.
Shave your face.
Shave it off.
Yeah. I don't know what you
want to
look
do
like
that.
Don't
without
do
a
that.
facial hair.
I know.
Facial hair.
Oh, it's a facial
A
hair. I have
facial
one
hair.
facial hair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have like 6 facial hairs.
I have different styles.
You have
I
nice
have no hair on the head. I have to change this.
Yeah.
So I've come to the conclusion that you can't be bald and not have a goatee.
It has to go there.
You have to have something.
It's
And the
actually
goatee looks trashy. Don't get me wrong. I look like I don't like black people. It's just my default. But I do. I don't like people.
I love black people.
Is it so people don't ask you if you're sick? Like, do you have cancer? Because
No,
if you,
it's like I can't when it just peach fuzzes out and it looks like shit, so I have
Yeah.
to shave it. And This is a giant disc. Like I look like a Jew.
Yeah.
With a natural born harmonica circle, or whatever the hell that's called.
Harmonica. It's definitely a
that sounds right to me.
It's
I
The
don't know.
harmonica was close enough.
Hanukkah?
It's a yarmulke.
A yarmulke.
A yarmulke.
Yarmulke, the little hat. Yeah.
A harmonica for sure.
And I actually am. I found out I'm Jewish.
Oh, you
I've
really?
been persecuted my whole life.
Oh, yeah.
See,
makes
damn it! I made a Jewish joke earlier.
Yeah, I know,
Now
I'm
I'm
so
in trouble.
offended.
I know you should be offended. You got to cancel her now.
Yeah.
God, punch me. You're allowed.
But I didn't know that I was even if I'm allowed, it's good. I didn't think I could.
Kick me in the face.
The worst part.
It's okay.
Get
I
it out of
deserve
here.
it.
The worst part is when she asked you to get on the train with her. That was the worst part. I was like, that's not cool. No, honestly, you actually have a really great head for a bald head. No, like for real. No, like you have a great head.
It's like a Mr. Clean head.
I've seen
you
people-
have a great head shape.
I'm not
appreciate
wrong.
that,
There are
too.
people that go bald, and it's like the worst thing that could have ever happened to them
Yeah.
because their
Because
head's
they have
shaped
like
badly.
a cone head.
You got a
Yep.
fucked up head, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yours
mine's
looks nice.
Circle head.
Yeah.
See, when
not
I
too
fucked
big.
up my hair, I was so worried that I'd have to shave my head and I'd have like the rolls in the back of my head.
Oh, don't fucking talk about them, dude. Don't bring them up.
Do you have
I got
the,
one
do
roll
you have
back
the back
here.
head
In the
rolls?
back of your head?
Yeah.
See?
It's because my brain's so big that I push
It
that.
probably is. You do have a very large
That's what they
brain.
say.
Now look, I'll show you guys just because I'm a fucking. Might as well.
Oh, you do have a back head roll.
Yeah.
No, that's not.
He does. If you,
That's
do
just
you?
from weight. No, I
yeah.
probably do. I don't know.
Nope.
It's that Ozempic scalp.
See, I have Ozempic head, Ozempic scalp, I have Ozempic neck or whatever. Yeah, there's so many. There's Ozempic ass now, Ozempic butt. They say you can get like a saggy ass.
That's what I have. See,
Yeah,
I
you didn't even do. I think it's just losing weight, but yeah, they call it Ozempic.
It's like the process of losing weight quickly.
Yeah.
You get the excess skin.
At this point, I'm like 6 months in.
But look, I gained my weight back, and
weight,
now I have
period.
boobs and an ass again.
Yeah. That's good. That's what you want, right?
Yeah. I don't have to get a boob job anymore.
You don't want to?
I will.
Okay.
I doubt it because I don't have any money.
I just started a cigarette addiction, and I've supplemented food with like nicotine. And,
That's awesome.
And smelling bad all the time, and it's like perfect.
Hell yeah.
You know?
See, I
That
quit
works.
smoking because I was dying.
Yeah.
She has the COPD and fucking asthma and everything. She's like, I should smoke.
Yeah,
Well, I
smoking's-
did forever.
It builds character.
Yeah.
I work out my lungs every day.
I quit smoking cigarettes and I started smoking drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's even better. Now you're really practicing.
Cocaine.
Heroin.
Her voice is.
Have you
that you?
have you noticed that
you
I
press a
sound
button or
different?
I told you, dude. Her voice is like, she's got one of those voices, dude.
That was
I'm like, it throws me off. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
He has a heroin
My
button.
nipples got hard again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
thought the same thing.
Say heroin to me again, baby.
Heroin. Heroin.
She used to do
got
voiceover
fucking
work
Siri
for
in
real.
here,
That's what I'm saying, dude. She should. No, Courtney.
Didn't you say that you wanted to be like a
Voice
voice
acting?
actor?
I think she
I've got a
should.
mic.
For
A
sure.
buddy of mine actually bought me the mic. It was so nice. Like he wanted to support my dreams.
That's
He knew I'm
awesome.
a broke bitch, so he bought me one. And I don't have an area to use it
Oh my God.
You do. Now you do.
because my house is just too loud. There's just no place to do it to be able to record.
Jordan loves to help people.
Yeah, if you come over, I'll just fucking turn it on. You can go for it.
And
I
I'm totally ignorant with all of it.
I'll
so
fucking
I'm
show you.
learning
You'll
how to
learn.
If you
do
could just
everything.
read me one of these books, I would just love you forever.
I love
You
to
should
read
do
out loud.
voiceover books. You would fucking kill that.
I
for real.
need you
I'm
to
a
read an
crazy
audio
person.
book.
I literally
for me.
read out loud just for funsies at home. all
Can
the
I just
time.
come over and listen to you read to me?
Yeah, like a bedtime story.
Oh, please. Just send me, record yourself reading stories to your kids, and I will just listen to those.
Okay, now I got creepy when you said her
What's the
kid.
fee for that? That's got to be.
It's for me.
That's chargeable, right? Well,
Yeah.
yeah, it's for everything for anybody. Like,
That should be an OnlyFans,
So
but like it's
me?
just
Like-
voice.
Yeah, I'll
Do
do
it.
that. I'm not
Do
going to show
it.
you my nipple anymore, but I'll
Accidental nip slips don't count.
Yep.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's true.
bonuses, right?
That would be actually really cool. Like if like there was a girl on OnlyFans that like she just like did like read bedtime stories,
Well,
but also they
there
got
are
naked.
Accidental nip.
I'd just be like, what the fuck? I'd be all about it. Now your voice actually sounds better now, Courtney, that you stopped smoking. Your voice, you
You
have
should hear
like
me
more.
sing. I'm fantastic.
You don't. No, that's
wanna
not
hear
true.
it.
But
No, you don't.
I do.
One day.
a couple weeks ago, I hit you up and was like, hey, I'm gonna do karaoke over here at
I was
Cooper's.
so mad at you.
Why?
But not you. I was so mad at him.
Yeah,
mostly.
yeah.
Because you sang the song, my favorite song.
What song? Which one?
Celine Dion.
It's Celine Dion.
What's your favorite song?
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
I
That's
forget
embarrassing.
which one it is too. Honestly,
I don't
It's
know.
your
It's on
favorite
my
song?
list.
You don't know what
Every
it's
time I
called?
would,
No.
every time I go to sing it, I want to sing Meatloaf, and I would do it.
And my two favorite, like it's my two favorite karaoke
It was
songs
not
are
saying that something was
Meatloaf.
so cold.
Meatloaf and that
It's
one.
all coming back to me now. That's
Thank
what,
you.
and it's
Yes.
all coming back.
That is
You
those
fucking
are my
murdered
two
that song,
Those are my
Michelle.
two favorite songs, and I was like, "How dare you
She
not call me to do karaoke?" And then Michelle
murdered
did my
it.
two fucking songs.
I didn't
And then
think
you're-
you'd come.
And then you're sitting in here telling me how great she is. Like, you
Sorry.
bitch.
Sorry, I'm over
It was
here
mostly
praising
him.
you
It's
all the
rude.
time.
I know. I was like, "How
Sorry.
dare Michelle?"
I'm
be
a
good at
Michelle
me.
simp. Everybody knows that for her talents. I simp for
She's
her
so
talents. and
fucking
I'm
good,
always-
and it makes me so angry.
I know.
that's
you
why I have
are.
no friends.
No, I love you. You're the best. I'm always like trying to pimp her out to different places. Like, oh, my friend Michelle can sing and act and do all kinds of things you should do. You should get a hold of her. And so I'm always trying to get her to do.
Singing was just not one of the things that I'm good at.
Yeah. It's okay
just
though.
was
You're good at a lot of other things.
I will sing it though. I will sing the shit out of it. It will just.
That's
not
why I
be
like
good.
our
think-
karaoke parties.
I
Yeah.
think you have a character kind of sounding
do.
voice, and it would be so fun to hear it as a singing voice.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I think that would be.
You've done karaoke with me. It's
Yeah,
fucking crazy.
It's fun. Well, it's been a long time actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep trying to get them to do a karaoke party at the record store. We can just have our.
I'm gonna
people
talk to
over there.
I'm gonna talk to Jackie about maybe just doing it because we can do it downstairs in
Yeah,
the
I don't
basement.
want to do
We'll
it
just-
publicly. I just.
But
wanna
in the
do it
basement with just our friends. My birthday's coming up, and I'd like to have a
Can we do
karaoke
it?
party maybe downstairs.
Karaoke.
Oh.
You down with this? You should come hang
I'm gonna
out.
install you a fucking ceiling fan, bro. Like,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
God.
I'm sorry.
We all
It's
do.
just the
Sorry.
sound. I didn't know if you couldn't do fans because of the it'd mess up.
Yeah, it's the sound thing. It's
Just OnlyFans.
Yeah,
Just
OnlyFans.
Yeah, this is our OnlyFans, except we're advertising.
I feel like it doesn't get that hot in here. Maybe I need to turn the air down in the house, and it's just
There's
getting
so many
hot.
bodies in here.
I've lost weight.
It's just a
Diddy.
small.
I've
It's
lost
just
weight,
a
so
small
it's not a big
room.
deal. I
And
wink
we've
too much.
also
I need
all
to
been
stop. I'm
drinking
sorry.
alcohol?
I've been winking a lot to you, and I'm like, I need to quit because the camera's like looking at me, just winking at it. And this thing, the people at home are like,
flirting with the camera?
The camera. People at home are like, wow, he's winking at the camera.
Stop winking at us.
Maddie always gets mad when I wink because I wink at Maddie all the time. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, man. And he'll be like, stop winking.
Because we'll be having a conversation, and me and him will do like a sidebar joke, and he'll be like, and I'm like, and Matt's like, stop
winking. I'm like, yeah,
winking.
that's for sure. That's for sure, Cortni. And I'm like, fucking stop, stop winking. He gets all shy. He's like, my nipples are hard.
He's like, you're making my nipples hard, and my butthole just puckered a little bit.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna just name this episode "Nipples and Buttholes."
Yeah,
Nipples and buttholes.
That's the Nipples and Buttholes Potty-Cast.
The Potty-Cast.
The Potty-Cast.
There's been a lot of shit talking.
That's a lot of shit talking. We haven't even talked about anybody. That's the thing. We don't even shit talking.
It's good to know that I'm a loner on the fact that I stand up when I wipe my
Oh man, now I feel bad. You got me feeling
No, don't
bad.
feel bad. He should be shamed.
If it makes you feel better, Sage. I did that joke a couple weeks ago, and it went perfectly. That was the night I was like really kind of fucking drunk on stage, and I was just kind of like really loose, and it was like the first time.
That was the day that you were mad at all of us.
Oh, dude, I was so mad at everybody. I'm always mad at people, dude. I get so disappointed in my group, Just kidding. You guys are great. I wasn't mad at you guys. That's the day I showed up late.
That was the day that he was late. So me and Brian and Sean and Jordan are all trying to set up everything, and we have no idea what we're doing.
Actually, he was here it was the day that we tried to get my shit to work, and we couldn't get it to work, and then you ended up, it was like a Thursday. It was obviously a Thursday, but like you were trying to help me, so I thought I was gonna have hot water, and then he ended up leaving, and like I ended up not getting there till like 7 p.m. and I'm typically there at 5.
Oh, yeah.
So they set it all up. They had to FaceTime me like, what's wrong?
The whole time we're like, he's gonna be mad at us when he gets here.
I wasn't mad.
Dad's gonna be so mad.
Hey,
They're saying I was mad.
Daddy is always mad at us.
I wasn't mad at
I'm
anybody.
never calling you daddy.
I wasn't.
He
mad.
wasn't mad. He was just disappointed.
I can loop that anytime I want. No, I'm just kidding. No. The funny thing with the daddy thing is they always want to give me shit for it, but I wasn't upset at them at all. It was more like I was just like, I just took another cold shower, and this guy saved my fucking life either way. But he thought, he was like pretty sure, he's like, dude, I'm about to fix this shit, and I thought I was gonna be good. To
be fair, like having warm water, like saving lives. I mean, come on now,
dude, it saved my life.
Jesus.
You're the Jesus of the water.
Jesus. Yeah, the water heater.
Dude,
Jesus.
when it's been 15, 16 days without hot water, it does feel like an entirely different world, dude.
You just lived.
Take things
You
for
just
granted
lived like the homeless people.
Well, and remember when it got cold? It was like right when it got cold. That's when our fucking water heater. So like I was like, and Shelby kept going to her mom's to take showers, and my mom was like, you can come over here, and I'm like, it's almost harder for me to like find the time to go over there, get my shit, do it all there,
Just
then come back. Yeah, so I was like, I can do a hoe bath, but everything was cold, so I was just taking cold showers. And I'm like, you know what, fucking. So when I showed up, I was late. You guys, I had to still hook up the stuff that you guys didn't have, like the cameras and shit. I left the camera at home. I was a little upset, so I was like, I'm just gonna drink a little bit.
So he drank a lot that night.
But I wasn't mad at them at all. I was actually really appreciative that they even tried to like get it.
It was
together.
a long day at work.
But I always seem like I'm mad.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
I always seem like I'm mad, and it's because I'm like being like, well, we got to do.
No.
Like you guys did this wrong, and they're like, fuck you, and I'm like, I know, but this needs to be over here because I have a certain way to do things. I'm OCD. We talked about it.
You're a type A person.
It's funny. I love when you get upset.
I know. I know you do. I'm not going to finish that sentence. I stopped it. I was just kidding.
That's
I was just
not
kidding.
how I meant
I was
it.
kidding. I'm kidding.
You're going to get all of us in trouble.
Yeah, she's the one that said Daddy's
do
upset a minute ago. She said Daddy's upset, and
She's
then
allowed to. I'm not.
No, you.
Yeah, don't try to throw her under the bus over here.
Hold on. Just because she can sing.
Don't make me come grab Seth's nipples. I will right now.
Oh no.
Seth will fight everyone in this room.
Fight, yeah,
It'd be hilarious just to end the podcast.
No,
in the podcast. He just wins. He wins.
I will stab my way out of a nipple touch.
Getting like sweaty armpits.
Yeah.
Like nervous.
He's gonna hit me.
Nipples are the worst. Like people don't like touching those or like having theirs touched.
Do you just have abnormally large nipples?
No, they're normal nipples. There's nothing
have
wrong with
normal
Quit trying to make his nipples weird because he doesn't want them touched.
They're normal fucking nipples, man.
I bet both you guys have way bigger nipples than us because that's how women nipples work. They're way
Are you
bigger.
trying to be like, I bet yours is way bigger. I bet.
Show up.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say that.
Prove it.
You
Oh
never.
my god! Oh my god! No, I'm just like mine are tiny. I can show. I can actually show mine's so
Oh,
fucking
that's
good.
bullshit.
I got
I've
a
had
tiny
children.
I could show mine
I don't
too.
fucking
I have a
show
tiny
them.
little hair.
Fucking nipples.
Yeah, we got normal.
guys have-
Nothing crazy on the nips. You know?
Yeah.
See, this is bullshit. We can't do that.
I could.
I know it's bullshit.
Nip
it's not
slip.
fair.
I
Yeah,
feel
got
like
nip
there's
slip.
a double standard that we
Maddie
need
gets,
to hear. Like,
Maddie gets mad, and then I get in trouble.
not nip slipping
because
on
she
this
nip slipped on.
podcast.
You've done crazy things in the last couple. That would be a new crazy thing though. But don't do it. But don't do it. Don't do
I
it.
just like showed how to wipe an ass on me. I
know.
stood up.
Every podcast, she has something fun that she does that's goofy as shit. Whether it's crying on cue or fucking what was the last week was getting hammered last time.
I that wasn't my fault.
So you're not on every. I guess I assumed you were on every time.
No.
No,
the
I have a
ones that I've
rotating
seen.
co-host.
We
been on
have like the Brian and Jordan are also like the co-hosts, but I come on the most,
Yeah.
and Jordan Bell.
You and Jordan Bell. Brian's like kind of depends on who we have on. Like he gets the choice of the litter kind of like because it's Brian and
If it's
he's the
somebody
real
that
dad.
I'm not gonna like, if I'm just gonna be sitting here like not talking or interacting, then I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
depends on who
She
you're
wants to be interested. That's my problem. Is I'm good with everybody. I could bring anybody in this room and have an interesting conversation because I'm some people say well read and a conversationalist.
No,
and
if
I
they
like
start-
that.
Nobody said well read.
All right, don't be mean.
He brings on like wrestlers and he'll bring on like rappers and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
I watched WWE when I was like when it was WWF.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I'm not shitting on that at all. It's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
I don't
it's
care
just,
about.
I will come on when I have something to add to the conversation.
Right.
I don't like to just sit here and just.
No, and the
And I
rappers,
feel bad.
Like I've performed with rappers now,
Yeah.
and I literally feel like a fish out of water when I'm with that
it's
group
like
of people.
you're with people that they're just a different type of person.
Yeah, they see a white girl with a big butt, and they're like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
What's up, girl? What's she doing, shorty?
Like I like to make mushroom tinctures in my backyard.
Yeah, you're like a goofy one. You're not. Yeah, you're not the type of big booty girl that they're looking for. They're looking for a girl that's
no,
their
that
personality.
just came with my birth.
It's just normal. Yeah. Well, I know there are a lot of girls with big butts that becomes their personality. I don't know if you've seen them take pictures. It's like every picture's like this, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Don't call me out.
I know. I'm sorry. That's who you
It's
used to
good
be.
to feel good about yourself, you know. It
I haven't
is.
posted a picture. Oh yeah, my profile picture is my ass. Like, hold on.
Ooh, your booty looked. I was going to tell you, your booty looked so
Thank
good
you.
at Harvest Fest.
Oh, thank you.
I was a little trashed to tell
There
you.
were
it.
no pictures.
Did you have fun?
I was
Oh, yeah,
surprised
it was
there
good.
was no pictures of my butt anywhere.
Yeah. Oh no, I didn't take a single picture while I was there.
I took 2.
I was just vibing the whole night.
Yeah.
I mean, there were
great.
photos taken of you, though. I mean, I did see that because I saw. I know it was on there fucking
The
somewhere.
only picture I saw was.
Courtney, what'd you say? What'd you say, Courtney?
There's a booty.
I know.
What'd you say? That was
But
the closest
I
one.
was gonna say
Side
that's the
booty.
only picture
Side
I saw
booty.
of like my entire full body was
Where's
like
the one
that
of
one.
you? I had pictures of Michelle in here. I don't know. They're
There's a
definitely
picture
up
of
here.
you and Michelle.
No, it's not me. It's Brian.
Oh, it's Brian. It looked
He and I
like
look
you.
like Brian and I look like the same from the side now, but
because
this
you're
one, here
wearing
you
the
go.
same
Oh.
hat.
There's this one. And
That's
then
fun.
that
Aw.
one. Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
having a little
You
conversation.
looked so cute. I loved the chest tattoo.
Oh yeah, it looked
I loved
nice.
it.
Neck section.
I loved because I got it because I wanted to try it out because I really want to get one, but everyone's like, "Oh, don't do that." But I'm like,
No, it looked really good.
I want to do it.
It looked
it.
good on you. I would still vote no, but that's just, I don't. It's not my body.
It's the only reason why I'm hesitant is because of all the acting that I do.
Yeah.
It's probably
It would
big
it would
cover.
limit you. Yeah. I mean, arms and stuff. It's easy to cover, but like neck and face.
Yeah, like my hand, that's kind of borderline, but just depending on like the couple of commercials that I've done, it's not been a problem. But if I did a neck chest
Yeah.
thing, then I'd be like,
Do they pay you well when they do the commercials?
$50.
50.
Little man
Hell
with
yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna have her do a commercial for Shop Outhouse and pay her $100, and then be like, yeah,
Shop
way better.
Outhouse.
Yeah.
Shop Outhouse. Fuck, I did it again. I keep
Shop
saying it's Shop
Outhouse.
Outhouse because I'm so used to saying Shop Outhouse for them,
I
but
was
it's
like,
Kokomo
you're gonna
Press
pay
Shop.
her to do one for Shop Outhouse? That's weird.
No, fuck out Shop Outhouse. I meant to say, my bad.
You should come to the show tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah,
Yeah.
fuck that, dude. Fuck your shows, dude.
You can go to
Fuck your shows, dude.
Outhouse.
No,
I
I'm
haven't
just
been
kidding.
yet. I want to go.
It's gonna be
It's
fun.
fun.
It's gonna be a punk shit at night too, so it's
a
gonna be
punk
real
show.
good.
It's the redemption show for Deadfoot.
Yeah.
And I probably stand out and I'm speaking out about something that might be a touchy subject for
Yeah.
some, but when I'm in in that kind of an environment, I don't like when kids are around.
I also don't. When somebody
stresses
asked
me
me
the
if
fuck
like
out.
if somebody asked me if I was bringing my kids, no,
No,
because I can't have fun if I'm watching kids.
no.
If you bring your own kid,
And then then my mom eyes and ears and everything are alerted, and I can't enjoy myself.
Yeah. Last night
That's too much.
night there were a lot of kids. I don't imagine there's going to be very many tonight. Like all the rappers brought
Right.
their kids, and it was like the first time that they'd ever been able to see them perform, which
That was the
cool.
point.
Right, and
That
that's
was the
that. And
point.
when it's
Yeah.
stuff like that, I totally get that. I
And-
totally do.
Yeah.
Like I'd love for my kids to see some
Like,
of the
but, like,
things that I do,
Harvest
but at the same
Fest-
time, I don't want them to see some of the things
But like
that
at
I do.
Harvest Fest, I will never bring my kids to Harvest Fest.
No.
I had contemplated my older kids, but then I was like, no.
My kid's 14. He wanted to go. My subject matter for my comedy, I don't like him being around it.
Yeah.
Because like even though like he's probably seen way worse shit, knows way worse shit, and probably the media he consumes is way worse. But when it comes from your father, it's just a
I know
different
that's
place.
the thing. Yeah,
I feel like my
Come to
kids
me.
weren't raised up in that environment. Like the kids, like Jesse's daughter's always been around these kind
Yeah.
of like parties and stuff, and she does good there because she knows what to do. But my kids are like they haven't,
Yeah.
and they've never been to like a big show like that. And I don't want like I feel like I'm a different person when I'm there than when I am when I'm being a mom.
Yeah, it's like you want to be able to let
And I
loose.
want to
Yeah,
be able to
exactly.
be.
That's
I
what
want
it is.
to be
I
able
wanna
to
be able
be
to-
myself,
Yeah.
and not a mom.
I'm
You
a
ever go to
mom
any shows?
all the time.
I don't
You
go
should try to
anywhere.
check out
I'm
you gotta check out a local
Those
show,
shows are
man.
so fun.
Yeah, they're
What,
really
what
fun.
kind of show? I don't go
Hip hop,
anywhere.
like-
Tonight, yeah.
I don't know
Tonight,
either.
the
kids.
Bring the
Just save
kids,
my
everybody.
money.
There's nipples.
Tonight at Outhouse, they're doing a punk show, and it's just bands playing, and then we walk around and we hang out with each other, and like people go up and listen to music. We go back and forth to Cooper's and eat food.
Grab
it's
drinks.
fun. It's like it's a vibe.
That sounds
It's
so
like-
fun.
And
Yeah.
if you don't want to be inside listening to music, there's a bunch of people outside you can talk to and hang out with.
It's kind of just like a hangout
Yeah.
for all ages and stuff. And then like you could, if you're an adult, you go down to Cooper's and you get drinks and you kind of can hang out a little bit there. Then you come back. And so if
Yeah.
a band's not your cup of tea, you know what I mean? Nothing
They've got
against
good
any
food,
bands.
too, at
Oh yeah,
Cooper's.
I do. Like
Oh yeah,
food.
we
Love
always
burgers.
go over to Cooper's, get food, eat there,
Yeah.
come back over, listen to some music, hang out with everybody, and then
It's
go back
nice
and
that we
forth.
have this symbiotic relationship between Cooper's and Outhouse, because when Outhouse got started, you know, Jackie was like, reach out, we'll help. However, let's work together. You know, we'll do the food and drinks as much as we can. And
We
come
did
over
have an
there.
issue last night with people with their kids there, with taking them over to Cooper's to like use the bathroom. And we had another girl that was over there. She was having her kids sit in the patio area, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a bar.
It's a bar, you can't, yeah.
So we did have to make an announcement. If you do bring your kids, there is not a public bathroom at Outhouse.
Yeah.
So there is a gas station down the road, or
Go home.
Yeah.
So when you bring your kids there, just
Yeah.
I love
be
it.
advised. You
Michelle's
can't-
like, fuck your kids, take them home.
Like,
Don't
no,
even let them
you
here.
can't- But
My kids aren't
but
allowed to go
seriously,
anywhere, do nothing.
But like seriously, you go to that kind
love
of
it.
place and you want to take your kids over to a bar.
Right.
Like I'm not taking my kids to
Yeah.
a
kids
bar.
would be so they would be like, wait, what is
What are we doing here?
Like when we do
Can I
stand
go
up,
home?
sometimes my daughter's over at Outhouse, like watching them practice and stuff and playing on the drums and stuff. I'm not gonna let her go over here.
Yeah.
Like she has to stay out back in the alley. She can't come over here. Like I don't want them to get in trouble.
Yeah, because I'm on stage like, so my dick is like this
Yeah.
shape, and then like sometimes like,
Exactly.
And then,
Yeah.
like, it's a bar. It's not like a family dining area.
No.
And there was a situation where a mom took her kids over there to like lay down on the benches, and you
Get
can't
the
do
fuck
that.
Out of here, dude. Yeah, that's the only
Everybody kept
negative.
coming up to me trying to tell me like these stories. I was like, I was there.
Outhouse
I
needs
saw
like a
it.
porta potty out there or something, dude.
They need an outhouse.
They need an up.
Well,
yeah,
they
they
have
need
surprised that there's not, honestly, that there's not going to be a restroom.
There is a restroom. It's just the problem. It's behind the stage. So if you're going to
Oh,
the bathroom,
yeah.
you're remember the one that when we could do
I've
the
never
shows.
been.
at-
American
I've never
Dream?
been.
Have you been to American
yeah,
Dream?
no,
It's
yeah,
when
I
we
know
had
what I know what
American
it looks
Dream.
like,
Sorry.
but I've never been like
to the bathroom.
There's a
further back from like
Okay.
that half of the store. Honestly,
the bathroom is behind the stage. So if there's people performing, we can't really have people go to the bathroom.
that's tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would suck during the comedy shows too when
Yeah.
people want to walk through to take it like you're going to take a shit while I'm in the middle of talking about me taking a shit. Like,
Yeah,
that's not
and
cool.
there's that walkthrough that goes to the back where we could use, but like if you have kids there, you can't go through there. Like,
Yeah.
and walking through a public dining area where people are eating dinner,
Yeah.
it doesn't.
They already have the
if they're
DORA.
not
Now they
veteran,
need
yeah.
a DOPA, which is a designated outdoor poop area.
Yeah.
Potty area. We need
Yeah.
a DOPA.
Yeah, but there's a gas station right down there. Like that.
Nobody wants to walk that
convenience store
fucking far, dude. That's
Where?
too far.
On
gas
the,
station.
at
I want you to walk down to Sycamore
Oh,
and
the-
fucking Apperson. Nobody's walking that far to
The
take a piss.
storybook.
Yeah,
I wouldn't go
mean,
to the show if
you
I had
got
to do
it-
that.
It's not
I
that
wouldn't.
far.
I wouldn't. I'm just
Well,
being
I'm an
honest.
adult and I will go to Cooper's.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you're bringing kids, it really isn't a possible place for you to. You shouldn't bring your kids if they're going to be there for a couple hours. You really shouldn't.
Or just know ahead of time.
I mean, you can bring your kids. It's not a bad place to take kids, but like,
I didn't say it's a bad place to take kids. I said if you're going to be there for a couple hours and their kids are going to take a piss, don't bring them there because they're not going to have a place to piss. There's nowhere around there unless you want to walk or drive down to a gas station.
But
That's
you
crazy.
can't. Yeah,
That's crazy.
Absolutely.
It's crazy.
Just put them all in diapers and they're fine.
Adult diapers.
Fucking put a diaper on.
Even if they're older,
I'll
just
put my kids in diapers.
Like
Depends.
a stadium buddy.
See, I wouldn't have. I don't know.
I wear a diaper
I don't want to
every
talk
now
bad
and
about anybody.
Hey kids,
because they're younger.
did you put your
and
fucking?
it's not about other people's parenting. It's about my preference.
Yeah.
It stresses me out when I say
your parenting sucks if you bring your kids out.
Because I can't turn off my parent. I can't turn off my own parent.
That's like I'm watching these kids and I'm making sure that.
Hey, this is a comedy podcast. I'm going to make jokes, okay?
I just don't. I don't want. I don't know who the lady was, and I don't know if she was somebody that.
Oh, I know who it was. I talked to her later. She's actually going to do an expose from the Kokomo Press about the fact that there's no available restrooms
hey,
at
you're a
house.
bad parent because you took your kids over there. No, she didn't know
You're a
better.
terrible parent. I don't know who you are.
Who are you?
If you are somebody that takes your kids to the shows, just know that there's not a bathroom.
Right. No, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Honestly,
They won't allow you to use the restroom.
It's super
Yeah.
rough.
You're not allowed to.
I mean, if you ask, I'm sure somebody's going to
We're
let
not
you
going
use
to
the
let
bathroom.
you. I wouldn't let you. Did you see this? This is a pretty cool
You
photo
son of a
from
bitch.
the last week's open mic.
That's
That was
a good
nice.
photo.
Don't we look
It
nice?
is.
This is like,
That's the only shirt I own.
yeah, you really do. I love all the sluts, Jesus. That's a quote, direct quote from Jesus is I love all the sluts. Right?
It is in the Bible.
It's in the Bible. I'm pretty
I've
sure.
read it like
He loves all
17
sluts,
times.
Right, you've read the Bible in 17 times. I don't think I could get.
3:16.
I got through it once and I was like, this is a lot.
I tried to read it and I got bored after the first page.
The first page is good though.
I got bored after the first page.
Okay.
Of the Bible.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't like when you got to the.
I'm not into like
John begot Sarah and Sarah begot. I was like, I'm gonna be getting the fuck out of here. Then
I was raised if it isn't.
I mostly didn't. Sorry, I mostly didn't like the parts about like slavery and
Yeah.
where you can get your slaves from and how you can beat them.
how to like you need to locally source slaves. You have to have they have to do like gluten free and they have to be vegan,
gonna say,
all natural,
yeah.
non-GMO
Yeah.
slaves. Yeah.
If they die within 3 days, like before 3 days, you fucked up. But if you beat your slave and then they live,
It's a
past 3 days,
crazy.
it's fine. So
It's crazy when you have a book that was written so long ago that the slaves were like slavery was like normal.
we're allowed to have slaves, but we're not allowed to have gay marriage.
Yeah, not at all.
That's an abomination.
I mean, if you ask
Don't do
Toyota
that.
right now, did you guys see this shit with Toyota? Apparently, they're fucking done with sponsoring LGBTQ plus parades and
Or deli. Or DEI.
Yeah. We're not having meats.
No deli policy.
No meat at all?
They're like, we're getting rid of pans and meats, so we're not making any.
Okay, call me ignorant. I don't know what a DEI policy is.
Diversity, equity, inclusion. It's like basically hiring for like the people that are purposely like of certain race or like trying to get away from.
Okay, from what I know, that Toyota is in Texas.
Toyota is a Japanese company.
Well, there's a Toyota company. There's a Toyota factory in Texas.
Yeah, I bet.
And I went down there when my ex and I were together, and
Yeah.
Dad worked there. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure they don't need any DEI hires because it's all Mexicans.
That's just
Well,
because
in
they
Texas.
they don't do union. Well, you're right. Texas and Logansport.
Oh, if you're in Logansport, you're going to end up with
It's all
Haitians.
Mexicans anyway.
Well, it's all Haitians
Is
right
it
now.
Now, yeah, that's the big thing.
Damn it.
There's a whole. I just read an article. The schools are being overloaded with Haitian children
Yeah.
because they're being sent over without their parents.
Oh my god, dude, that shit is fucking wild.
Do
I
they
hate hearing
speak
this
English?
stuff.
sad, actually.
I think so.
Haiti,
But I honestly
Haiti is
don't
like
know.
French and English.
Yeah, I was
right?
I'm not sure. My dad was went before he was arrested for murder. He was a minister. He was a minister and went on a missionary mission trip. Thank you
Yeah.
to Haiti. And the pastor at that time got his watch stolen while he was there. I remember that.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel
Haiti's
like
weird
that's a good use of like facilitating. Like when you go over there, like go after the white people.
Absolutely.
get their shit.
I've been to Haiti, Dominican Republic, which is the same island, and it's fucking brutal, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you have no idea.
I bet there's no reason why they would. There's a pretty good reason why they would come here.
It's so strange that it's Logansport. That's what I don't understand.
of all the
cheap.
places,
Oh, really?
It's cheap. The cost of living there is very low.
they would be here
So
because like that was
that's
the
where-
thing for a long time. Like people would come to Kokomo. I
Yeah.
talked to a girl that was like Serbian or some weird shit or like Bosnian, and I asked her. I knew her in high school, and I was like, "Why Kokomo? Why would you come here?" And she said, "Our family looked up the lowest house, with the pie house, and the highest wages, and they came here."
yeah.
Yeah, they split the rent
when
cost
I
of the
was-
roaches and the bed bugs. So
I went to school at Howard, and
Yeah, I went
we
to
used
Howard
to get all the. You didn't go to Howard.
for 1.5 years
When?
in kindergarten, half of first grade.
Weird.
I know.
That's crazy.
Anyway, keep going.
Anyway, and we would get all the migrant kids.
Yeah.
They would stop at the little shacks in the middle of the fields, and they'd pick up the kids that were there for the field work.
Yeah.
So we'd every year we'd have the kids that didn't speak English out there.
Seems racist. I don't know. I'm just saying.
We would always have 2 or 3 Spanish speaking kids that nobody could talk to them.
That's why they call
And
me Dora.
that is when I started liking Mexicans. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That informed how you ended up what you like to date later on. You're like, those kids are cute. I like the way they look.
You sounded Egyptian.
Yeah, I know.
Egyptian?
That was not Spanish.
Those kids are cute. They like to make out with those kids.
You want to rump my limb?
No, that's
sounds like
more
Borat.
down here.
Yeah.
Do you want to go
We're
to
American.
Russia?
We don't know.
That's
I don't
not
know.
Russian either.
I have to hear the accent, do the accent, and then do the accent. I have to I can't
Yeah.
start from a place most of the time unless it's Italiano.
There's a phrase.
Thank
There's
you
usually
for
a
the
word or a
great
phrase
aid.
that'll get you in.
Yeah, a trigger
spot.
word. I always call it a trigger word.
Trigger.
Trigger word. I said trigger because I don't want to get in
Trigger.
trouble. I do have a couple stories, and then we're going to head out of here. But the first one is: did you guys see this? This is interesting. Sydney Sweeney reportedly begged SNL to focus more on her breasts.
Begged?
Begged? Do they really have to? Do you ever have to beg this woman?
No, her boob, the little bikini that she wore. I watched a movie. I don't remember what it was, but the little bikini top she was wearing, it made no sense because her boobs are so big.
Was it the one with the other dude from where they're there's a mute cute and a
Yeah, like
a coffee
Australia or
shop?
something. Yeah.
It was cute. It was cute. I watched that movie. I was like, this is cuter than I thought it was going to be. It
was
reminded me of
alright.
old school romantic comedies.
Yeah, old rom-com type
Which I like
style.
those. I will watch. But people forget that rom-com. The other part is com. I'll watch the com. I'm cool. I love com on my face.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Just busting the com.
All that rom-com on my face.
All right, this one's a funny one. This one's. You guys agree with this? A study suggests farting in front of your partner is a sign of a healthy relationship.
Oh, Matt must love me a lot.
I have never heard Sean
No,
ever.
that's weird.
I've never smelled it. I've never smelled body odor.
Does he
He has
exist?
OCD, so he
So maybe I don't have OCD.
He has to obsess. He showers every day, at least once a day. But even if he has to go poop, he'll turn the faucet on. Still, I'm like, we've known each other for over 10 years.
Yeah, it sounds like Patrick Bateman to me.
I go out of my way to fart near my girlfriend on
you're like, I'm
purpose.
going over
You're
there.
fucking gonna smell this.
You'll never believe this, but got her.
Don't you dare fart in this room.
I'll fucking let one loose right now, and then I'll turn the fan on so it circulates.
No,
Now
you
you'll turn the
little
fan
bitch.
on.
I turned it on for a second, and I just felt like it got too loud, and I'm the only one with the fan. I felt weird.
I couldn't hear it at all.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Couldn't hear it. It was going through the mic. I could hear it. It was going. It was a silent, but definitely. Okay, I'm done. I'm fucking done. How about this? Taylor Swift makes $5 million donation to help feed those affected by Hurricane Milton.
She's such a
good for her.
god.
She fucking should.
Yeah.
because you got the money.
Right?
Are you a big Taylor Swift fan?
That's like
No.
$5
You
to
don't listen to her
her.
music at all? Mm-mm. Is it because she can't sing? Because that's
Correct.
that's why I don't like her either.
No,
that's what I try to tell people. She can't fucking sing.
No.
She's,
she
I don't
can't.
think the music is. I think it's just catchy.
No, it is.
So it's like
Yeah.
The songs
so
can be catchy, but
it'll-
I just don't like her.
her
singing.
last album. I don't really get excited about it. And I'm also not like a big fan, but like I will listen to it. I don't mind it.
That's
Some of the
face the whole
songs-
time. It's just like he's like he drank his left and horrible.
I don't care. I listen to terrible music. I just told
I
you my
know.
favorite song was Meatloaf. Like,
Right. No, yeah. Her songs are definitely catchy and upbeat, and I know a lot of them. But her voice in particular, I know she puts on a good show, though.
Yeah. What about you? Do you like listen?
Oh
to
no!
Taylor
That
Swift?
when you play that, I want to fucking leave. I hate the fucking.
You don't like, what do they call her?
Oh, my
T-Swift?
friends.
you're not a Swiftie.
No, there was that one fucking song that's I don't even know what it's called. My friends play it to fucking torture me.
I knew you were
No,
trouble when you walked in.
It's a fucking stupid. What is I don't care. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah,
I
yeah.
hate the fucking song.
Don't tell you, because if you tell people, they'll fucking play it for you.
Oh yeah,
more.
then they'll start doing it more. So yeah, I don't remember.
I don't remember. Actually, it wasn't Taylor Swift.
Actually,
It
I
was,
love Taylor Swift, and I want you to play it more.
what's your favorite music? Like, what do you listen to?
I mean,
do you have a favorite artist or anything, or genre?
Five Finger Death Punch.
no, actually, I like them. I like all music. I mean, like Eminem, Jonah Lucas.
I was really about to say Eminem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's the
Everybody
goat.
likes it.
Now he's getting. He said it. And he's like, oh, fucking. She said I would, so now I gotta. Now I can't. I'm just kidding.
There's.
Everybody likes M&M.
I know.
It's a safe play.
Well, it's not trying to be safe.
If you want some, I
Joyner
can give
Lucas
you
is
some
great.
M&Ms, dude.
I do like Joyner Lucas.
Joyner Lucas is good. You got Chris Webby. He's awesome. Tom McDonald's fun.
Yeah, you like hip hop, like conscious hip hop. That's basically.
I like
what
all of
you're
it too.
about.
Like I'll listen to like sappy, girly shit.
You ever
too,
listen to
just
Young
not
Thug?
Taylor Swift. Yeah.
You listen to I fucking love Young
Just
Thug.
not.
dude.
Just not.
You should have
Taylor
went to the
Swift.
hip hop show last night.
Oh, I'm a homebody. Like I said, I don't like people
I
for
am
the most
too.
part.
I get like my anxiety.
I am
don't like being
so
around
socially
people.
awkward when it comes to this stuff.
I am
I can
too.
relate.
I
feel
don't know
like
how to
everybody
human.
thinks that I'm like a big bitch because I don't talk to anybody. I'm like, no, it's just I'm weird.
No, I'm the same way.
I'm the exact
Everybody
opposite. I
thinks
talk to
that.
everybody at all times, and I'm probably annoying.
Yeah. No, you're not.
Yeah.
I think I can stay in my house
annoying.
and play video
You're
games
not.
and not have to socialize.
You keep
Oh, that
winking
sounds
at me. I
amazing.
think so.
Stop winking. Do it. You're
Okay,
so
I got another
creepy.
topic. All right, young siblings are 50% more likely to end up in jail. Study says. Do you guys believe this?
Younger siblings?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
I am the only one. Well, I am the youngest out of my 4 siblings, and all of them had run-ins with the law other than
Yeah.
me.
Is your dad the youngest or oldest?
My dad was oldest.
Okay, so
But all of them had run-ins with the law. So
Hold on.
What?
Which brother of yours is the
he's the
youngest?
oldest.
He's the
So that's why I was like, I read this and said 50%. I'm like, that seems weird.
and that's just a coin.
That's just half of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's just
yeah.
a coin toss. Really,
Half
yeah.
of them
I
are
guess.
also the oldest.
Well, it doesn't say shit about middle siblings. Ayo, that's me.
I'm the
You're
oldest.
That
You're the
makes
oldest.
sense.
I am. Why?
I'm just saying.
Why the fucking? I felt like I just got.
He is a middle.
Middle child.
Fuck you guys, dude. I saw this too. Did you guys see that?
Can you tell that I was an only child?
Yeah, I can tell you're annoying. Howard, tune in live Tuesday at 1 p.m. Howard and Vice President Kamala Harris. You guys gonna tune into this?
No.
You guys interested?
No.
I just am not into the politics
Same.
stuff.
Fuck that.
Well, I was just
why
wondering-
be sad for no reason. Just like
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do about it. I'm on it.
I just want to see her ride the Sibian. Okay, that's the only reason I'm watching.
Well, that's fair too.
God.
Who doesn't
You guys
want
remember when he used to do shit like that?
Yes,
And it's like
Does he
now he's
not
got a
anymore?
presidential candidate on there, a vice president. Huh?
Is he not anymore?
No, he's fucking dumb. He's gay as hell now. He's just not fun, and not the cool gay, like not the people who
Wait,
have sex with
that was
other
Howard-
people.
that was Howard
It's like
Stern?
the non what?
Howard Stern?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I'm
fuck.
saying. You can see her. You might be able to see her ride the Sibian. That'd
Oh,
be
there's
nice.
some
I
dark
wonder if
shit
he's
on
going to
Howard
ask her
Stern.
how much weight she weighs.
How much we was doing on the scale? Do
Yeah.
the whole Anna Nicole Smith thing. That was so fucking rude. I hate watching that video. It makes
That's
me
why I
mad.
don't like him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
He used to be
gets
mean,
people
and now
talking.
he's like, man, I'm fucking liberal, cool guy now.
I don't
Like,
care.
it's just
No, you
weird.
were mean before. I don't want to watch it.
I feel like that's a cope. Like I see a lot of people who are like, man, I care about women. And I'm like, I knew you before.
You
Like
hate
I
it.
know
Like,
who you are.
You're so disrespectful and rude to people. Like,
You have that big of a change in your life. I don't believe you.
Like,
No,
I'm
it
going to be
just-
controversial to get big, and then I'm going to be like, oh, just kidding. I'm not
well,
really
it's
like
like
Bruh.
nobody, like,
You ain't
he's
lying.
getting called out on it now. So he's like, oh, well, I guess I can't do that anymore.
It feels like a coping mechanism
Yeah.
for real. That's why I'm like, it's definitely a cope. What about this? You guys excited for Freakier Friday with
What?
Lindsay Lohan and Jamie?
I hadn't seen
They're doing a second
that.
one. You guys are gonna watch it?
I
Yes.
loved the original one.
I mean, I feel like
loved
every
Lindsay
woman-
Lohan
It's
back
going to
in
be
the
so
day.
bad.
Yeah, she was the best.
Oh, it's going to be bad, but in
It's
the
gonna be
best
bad.
way.
Her with her horrible like English accent in Parent Trap. You guys remember?
I
Loved
love
Parent
Parent
Trap.
Trap.
I know, but her accent, if you listen back to it,
Yeah, it
does
was real
not
bad.
hold up.
It was real bad.
It's worse than
Yeah.
me trying to do
She's
Mexican.
never been really a good actress, but I just loved her anyway.
Yeah. Her and the Olsen twins. I was obsessed with the Olsen
Me
twins.
too.
They weren't very good
When they were
actresses either.
real little and they
Oh
had
my
their,
God, I loved- they had all their
mystery
specials and
team
the-
or
yeah.
whatever. I loved it.
They had their little, when they were like little detectives, yeah.
And they had like the double toil and trouble. Like,
yes.
I loved it so
Aw,
much.
I'm going to go look for it.
We all wear
you
glasses.
can't find them anywhere though.
We all wear glasses now. All right. So what about Mark Zuckerberg predicts that smart glasses will gradually replace smartphones by 2030?
I can't even afford to
No.
get new glasses.
What
I've
about
had the
smart
same
ones?
I don't
contacts
think
for
it'll
like 2
replace-
years now.
Not by 2030.
But
That's
hold on.
so close.
If you didn't need to buy a
Yeah.
new phone, you could buy a new glasses that were your phone.
No, people
No.
like
Yeah.
things in their hands.
I know.
I'll be the first one to get the glasses.
You're right.
I do. That's true. It's true.
Like, it
but
would
like
be
you'd have
cool.
freer hands for other things. You know what I mean? You could do other
I
things.
could
with
be
your-
jerking
yeah,
off.
milking a cow, or
Oh.
if you're trying to find
Cow.
something in the dark, trying to find something.
Double at the same time.
Brian did a bit this week where he like did a joke about grabbing. He was like, no, or whatever. I was fucking. He was like, I looked over at you and you were like cackling, and laughing. I was like, I know, I'm a child. Like he had me laughing. It's like, no. I was like, I'm a
funny.
baby, dude. I'm a fucking baby. I can't help it. I like stupid shit, dude. Speaking of stupid shit, I like. Did you guys see this? The New York Vapes.
A vape expo.
But look how they did the fucking
That's
thing.
not-
Why?
Oh, that's
Oh
terrible.
no.
dark.
so long.
I couldn't figure out what it was. I knew they were supposed to be the Twin Towers, and I knew they were vaping, but I didn't realize what they were. They're vapes.
September 11th.
It's so fucking funny though.
Is it on September 11th?
Yeah, that's why.
So
All right, I got a couple more here, and we'll
soon.
call
Too
it
soon.
Spirit Halloween slams SNL season premiere sketch mocking the chain irrelevant 50-year-old TV show. I thought that was interesting. They're upset because they made fun of Spirit Halloween.
They made fun of Spirit
And they
Halloween.
got really
Oh no!
upset. I know.
Who
Gives a
doesn't?
fuck.
And did you guys see this though? Spirit Christmas is coming out.
Did you
this
just
is a
talk
real
about
thing.
this recently?
I talked about it on the
Yeah,
live,
on the-
but
Oh my god.
were you guys going to come out to this? I would. I'd be there in a heartbeat. Spirit
Yeah.
Christmas would make me excited.
But I feel like honestly,
What's
that's
in
like,
it?
it's
I have no
basically
idea
just
what that is.
every store gets their Christmas shit out.
I know, but imagine like not having to go to like Walmart's Christmas section. You
I'm just
I
curious
just
what
imagine
more they could
overpriced
offer.
Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
well, let's
It's going to be a bunch of inflatables.
let's do a logical
I wonder if they
follow.
have the costumes.
They also have all that stuff at like Target, and they have all that stuff for their Halloween, and we still go to Spirit Halloween because there's
Because
just
they have more to offer, but what more can you offer for Christmas stuff?
it's a good. I mean, maybe
Maybe they have more trees,
more
like more
intricate decorations, maybe more everything.
themed decoration.
I mean, just think about
kinda, like,
one
freak
step
the
further,
fuck
two
out.
step further. Yeah, dude.
I want a black Christmas tree. I want.
You're gonna walk
I want
in.
a Halloween Christmas tree.
You can get that easily. If you walk in and you step on a mat, and all of a sudden Santa pops out, he's like, "Ho ho ho! I got you on the naughty list," or whatever, and it scares the shit out of you.
That'd be
You do.
cool.
Ooh,
down
Halloween
with that.
Christmas? Hell yeah!
Halloween, Christmas. Are you just talking about Night Before Christmas?
No, that's not a Christmas. Yeah,
It's
Oh,
both.
sounds fun.
Yeah.
It's both, right?
I'm not a fan.
It's like
It's a red flag.
bisexual. It's bisexual, but like the bi is Halloween and Christmas. But it just completely acts like what's Thanksgiving? You know, they show a door with it on there. They don't even care about the food.
Yep.
I love Thanksgiving, dude. Give me some fucking pie,
I love Thanksgiving.
dude. I'm ready to eat.
I think I'm gonna go to vacation on Christmas.
Why?
Cause
You're not allowed to. We have a Christmas show
I'm
this year
sorry.
on Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just
Do
kidding.
we?
We don't know.
What?
She said, "Oh yeah." Like, I love it. I was able to figure it out. Everybody like, "Yeah, fucking yeah, we
oh
do
yeah,
for sure."
we do have a Christmas
Yeah,
show.
we have a Christmas show. No, we don't go fucking. I'm not doing a Christmas show, dude. Could you imagine saying, "Hey, sorry, family, I got to go do comedy tonight"?
Some people are like that, you know.
I mean, I like to get away, but I don't want to get away from the fun things, just like mundane things like laundry and dishes and
Yep.
I'm gonna take
casually
shopping.
teaching my kids how to, be
Math.
better people.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought that was a cut.
We don't want a parent.
Cuss.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hey, my son, listen to this word and learn it. Fuck. All right, I'm heading out, bruh.
I
Doing
told my
comedy.
daughter. My
Talk to
daughter
me,
turned
man.
16, and she said I told her she was allowed to say. I told her she was allowed to cuss sometimes, as long as it's not directed at people.
Yeah.
And now I'm in the kitchen, and I hear her like "fuck." And I'm like,
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
What did I do to myself?
I'm seriously, what's wrong with that?
I know. I feel like just internally.
You wanna
I
hear
feel
mine?
like it's like.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Well, internally, what?
It's like I know it's something I've been taught is a bad word to say.
Yeah.
And I say it all the time, so it's not like. But
why are words bad though? I mean, honestly.
because in conversation it can make you seem ignorant.
Well, so and I like that. For example, if I hit my finger while nailing a nail in with a hammer, and I go, "Oh fuck, that hurt! Fuck!" I'm not using my words to attack anybody. That's
For
different
sure.
than me saying "fuck you, bro."
It's because
You know what
kids
I mean?
don't
Kids
kids
don't know how to use
to
that.
use it in a situation that's proper. If they're at school saying "fuck you" to their teachers, that's going to come back on me.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. But they're saying that screw you or fuck you. If you said screw you and didn't use a cuss word, is the context not the same?
No, it's the
fine.
same.
Oh, my
It's the
kids
exact
would.
same.
That's still what my kids asked if they told me screw you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they say it directed
Oh, yeah.
at me, or they direct it at a person, or if they
Yeah.
say it like. I say it too much to tell my kids they can't talk like that.
No, don't think like that.
like-
Please don't think like that. I hate that concept.
No,
and I'm
and-
just going to be
and
honest
you're
with you.
an adult.
I hate the concept of parents being like, "Well, I do it, so it's okay if my kids do it." And I'm like, "No, you're an adult. You don't want to teach your kids bad things just because you do bad things. You want them to have a
But
better
I also
life than
don't
you."
want them
and-
to like think that it's a bad thing, so they're like sneaking saying it. Like,
No, I think being honest with your kids for sure. The reason I don't like my kid to cuss, this is what I told I sat my son down in like 7th grade, and I said, "Listen, I know you're cussing. You don't have to tell me." It's like, "I know you're cussing, but if you get caught, I didn't say you could do it." I was like, "Be smart enough not to get caught saying it. If you say it in school and somebody says it, I'm gonna act like I've never heard the word before, and I'm gonna pearl clutch like a motherfucker." That's what I told him. It's like, I may cuss. I'm a sailor. I earned it.
No, No, and
I'm an adult.
absolutely, they're not allowed to say it at school.
Yeah,
Like, I just
but
mean,
that's
like,
my thing is like they'll say it in places where it is a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the distinguishing factor is like, are you using it to attack people and be negative and angry?
Yeah.
You know, that's you could use any word as a supplement. Like if you say, "Oh, frick you," you know, but you're angry about it and you know.
I remember my mom being like, if you're gonna say frickin', you might as well just say fuck. And I was like, oh, I can say fuck. And she was like, no. And I was like, okay, well, what was the point of that conversation?
Right.
Yeah,
I told
why
them that they were
supplement a
allowed
word?
to cuss if it's like for like during a song.
Yeah.
Like they're allowed to
Oh,
cuss.
so they can say the N-word. That's cool.
I said cuss.
that's a good question.
They're not
Okay.
allowed to be
It's a cuss
racist.
word.
Remember that picture I sent you of Elena where she was trying to do her face paint?
Yeah.
And Alexis is like, you can't do that.
Yeah,
And
because she did like
came in
half
there,
of her face black.
She was, because she did Frida Kahlo. She was playing with face paint and she painted half of her face black. And I'm
Half
like,
of it's okay.
but then my other daughter was like, Elena, what was she called it? She didn't call it black facing. She called it something else.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's like borderline racist. You probably shouldn't leave the house
Is it
like
okay
that.
for
It's
a
the
white
intention.
person to say the N-word, and if it's in a song,
No.
No.
like you can't say it then?
You're not supposed
No.
to.
Is it, what if there's like no black people around? Is that
No.
good? Or
Then it's
like,
okay, but that's a gray area.
Yeah.
If you're in your house by yourself.
like,
I think that if you say it, you shouldn't tell people that you have.
well,
There-
of course,
yeah,
you
yeah.
try to be sneaky about racism, right?
I mean,
It's all
pretending like
My kids see it,
we're
but
all
my
white
kids are
people talking about it, so it's like, yeah.
So
For me, it comes down to like there's a comedian that did a hilarious joke that I love. It's a misdirection joke, but he basically is Nick Mullen, and he does a joke where he's like, I don't say the N-word. He's like, well, I can't lie, I do say the N-word, but I make the same exception as everybody does. If you're a white person, he's like, if I've been in the car and I'm listening to rap music, I can say the N-word because I hate rap music that much. I have to say the N-word. So it's like a stupid misdirection joke. But it's like things like that. Like people, I think as long as you're not, it's kind of the same thing. As long as you're not directing it towards a person or you're not using it in such a term. But I still think like that word's just so fucking loaded to people. It's like,
it's just a
intent
word.
behind it.
yeah.
It's a word that I don't want to say.
Yeah.
So like even
I
if
don't use it in my regular vocabulary.
I feel like
Yeah.
if it comes on in a song, I also don't want to say it, and because in case I am doing karaoke, I don't want to sing it.
No slip. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have
a
before,
lot of slips
and
today.
I'm
Nip
like,
slips. N-word slips.
Well, what makes the distinction between a good word and a bad word is just societal norm?
Yeah,
So,
it's all society based.
you know,
all
like if I say
again.
kike, that's a
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
for
That's
you
a
know,
bad
You're
word?
Jewish.
Yeah,
you can
I'm a
say
Jew.
that.
Like,
Yeah.
well, Jewish blood. Does that?
What, is there something I can call you besides Jew? I know Jew's offensive. No, I'm just kidding. You ever seen that
I
video?
don't practice Jewish. I'm saying if I can I say kike
Yeah.
because I've got Jewish blood.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Technically,
Like-
I'm like 1% black. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if I'm not
That's the ass.
I don't think.
It's a big 1%.
Like, I'm not trying to be aggressive or attack anybody. I'm just asking, like,
Yeah.
what
Right.
distinguishes a
Determines
bad
it,
word?
yeah.
Like, if I'm not trying to be disrespectful and I'm not trying to be
Get into
aggressive,
it deeper than that, though. That's literally about every word. How does any word have a definition?
Yeah.
Who determined that?
Well, it's like words
of
change over
arbitrary
time.
societal.
Like words do, because I mean, not just to say it because it's true, but they used to call people who are handicapped people mongoloid retards. That was the name that they would use when they're like, yeah, that person's a mongoloid retard, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then they just cut out. They're like, oh, what? You can't say mongoloid? All right, they're just a retard. And then it's like, oh, you can't say that. And I'm like, now what am I supposed to call them? It's like midget or short person. Or I feel like we change words so much in society that like it's like the next generation. It's like every generation wants to put their stamp on fucking words and on the
Morality.
dictionary and morality and all these things and
Being
wants to be like,
righteous.
well, I'm better than my parents. And the way they do it is they're like, we make the words different. And I'm like, that's
Yeah.
not really helping.
Well, in a few years, the words that they're saying are all going to be bad.
Exactly.
Too, so
It's like people of color versus the other version of it. It's a different, it's the same words in another order is like what older people used to say. Then we grew up and we called them African Americans. Then they were blacks and now they're like, we want to be people of color. And I'm like, I don't care. Just let me know what to say now so I can say the right thing because I don't want to get in trouble.
There's a lot of people who would be upset if I called them a person of color.
I know
Yeah.
there are people. Yeah.
They're like,
which is
"What?"
fucking. Then what do you want me to say? We're all
Yeah,
just
I
people
guess.
at the end of the fucking day. I don't
Yeah,
understand.
honestly, that's what it comes
So we
down
just
to.
make
I just
jokes.
called them a
Yeah, every
person.
black person I know
Yeah.
just says black.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it just is what it is. And I think being around comics like we are all the time, those are the things that people talk about when it's part of their life. Because if you're a black man, like in Jordan's case, it informs a lot of his comedy and a lot of things that happen to him that make for funny jokes. And the same for women. Like a lot of women will talk about things that affect women, and a lot of men will talk about their dick because that's all we think about. And it's like it all is the same thing. It's like you talk about what you know. So if I go on stage and I do a joke about black people, they're gonna kind of look at me unless I can earn that joke. You know what I mean? Because it's like I'm not
You don't
black.
have one of those cards.
It is a very
Yeah.
thin line when you're doing like racially charged jokes.
It gets hard because you have to earn
people
it.
will get up there and they'll be like, I'm gonna make this joke because this guy made this joke, so I think
know.
it's okay. But
it
it's
happens all the
like-
time.
But I don't think that your joke is in the best taste.
And it's not even that like this. It's not true. You can say something that's true racially, and then like you
Yeah.
go on stage and say it. But if it doesn't have a joke into it, or if like people aren't understanding the premise, you have to baby feed when it comes to. If you're a white guy doing jokes about race or about women or about specific things, like gay people, like I had a joke about literally myself having relations with a trans man, not knowing that the person was going to be a trans man one day. Like at the time they were, they presented as a woman, and I do that joke, and every time I do it, like not every time. One time it worked really well, but most of the time I do that joke, it just fucking dies, and it's not. It doesn't matter that it's true.
They don't want to laugh at those things.
They don't know if they can, and
it's
part
loud.
and I might not have made it accessible enough for people to laugh at.
Yeah.
That's where I look at myself as the person and be like, have I found the right way to back into this joke so that people can feel comfortable? Because that's like half of comedy is comfortable and half of it is uncomfortable. You want people to be uncomfortable a little bit, like you do, because you're saying things that are crazy.
You want it to be uncomfortable at first and then come around and be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a comedian,
It's
Patrice O'Neill, that says something along the lines of like, you know, the way comedy works is everybody shouldn't be laughing. It should be 50% of the people should be laughing and 50% of the people should be horrified, because you're trying to say something interesting. And if you're saying something interesting and everybody just agrees, you're doing a TED Talk at that point.
Yeah. You don't get up there and like lecture. You get up there
Yeah,
and like.
exactly. I think it's fine line, and like with things like that. Like I've done jokes about race that have worked really well, and I've done jokes about race that haven't. And I feel like you just have to go up there and feel it and see
read
what
the room.
and read the room and figure out, okay,
And
did I say that
a lot
right?
of it, like, it's not always just your jokes. It's a lot of it is the people that you're presenting your jokes to. Like the audiences influence a lot of things that go on.
Dude, we had the first time and the only time we've had Larry the producer produce for like the open mic comedy. We had like a really large black crowd compared to what we normally have, and I was doing jokes that were very like black oriented and like because I was like, I know the crowd's going to be more black oriented, and I want to be able to do black rooms one day, and that's a specific type of room. Like you have to be able to do it.
You have to cater your jokes to the audience.
But
and the place
all those
you're
race
at.
jokes worked better then than they would have ever worked any other
Right.
time, because white people were
we
clutching
don't know if we're
pearls.
allowed to.
We're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a joke where a guy said, like people say racist stuff to me all the time. It's like wild. I get so much racist. Like I have a resting KKK face or something. And like that's part of the joke. It's like I think I have a resting KKK face. That's why I shaved my beard, because it was so long that I feel like it was a little Third Reichy. And then like I have this whole thing and then I was doing this joke. I had the bit in the middle of the bit. There was a story about a lady who thought it looked like her brother, because it was just like people say weird shit to my face. And then I was doing the joke at a show, and at the show I went to go help the sound guy, and the sound guy said racist shit to me. Like he was like, who's the next comedian coming up? And I was like, who is it? And he's like, Calvin Turner. I was like, he's got a hat, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, is that Colored Boy? And I was like, God damn it, dude.
Yeah.
See, that is something you're not supposed to say.
But he said it to me, and then I went back and said it to the other. I was like, I'm going to tell the black people he said this, because I'm not going to live with this today. I'm going to let them know that this shit just fucking happened to me. And they both made hilarious fucking jokes. Like Dan West presents as white, but he's a black man. He has a black father. And he told me himself that like, he was like, you want to know why this town isn't a sundown town? And I was like, why? And he was like, because it's a sun up town too. I was like, you motherfucker. And I was like laughing. And then Devon said something later on. I'm like, these guys just, the funniest thing is people that live this shit, they want to joke
know,
about it.
like,
It's like people with cancer want to make jokes about cancer.
Yeah.
Like that's what they know.
Like the guy that has cancer that makes jokes about having cancer.
Yeah. And I made a joke about him having cancer on stage, and I felt like
it was fucking hilarious.
It killed,
though.
right? It did well, but it was on accident. It was another one of those drunk ones.
It was one of those groan like laugh things. Like,
yeah. I love those are better to me sometimes than a laugh. When somebody goes, oh
yeah.
Yeah, because I said something like I wanted to, because I don't even remember how I phrased it, because I was just on stage, and I said something about like, you know, I was making these jokes to him because he always roasts people on stage. He roasted this guy and he roasted me a while back, and I wanted to make sure I got him back, or I wanted to make sure I got him, you know, before the cancer does. And I didn't even, it wasn't written, it just came out of my head, like, and I felt so bad.
But it
worked really well.
But the guy who it was, we're close to him.
Brandon, he's the best.
Love him.
Fucking love Brandon Settler, very funny comedian out of Lafayette. Well, let's wrap this up. We've been here for a couple hours almost at this point, but yeah, let's get you guys some fans, get you guys some air. Anyway, I'm Jordan Grainger. This has been the Kokomo Press Podcast. Over here in the red chair, we have the wonderful Michelle Bratcher. Thank you so much for coming through. In the black chair, we have the extraordinary Seth Gerbs and my co-host over here with the most in the green chair, Cortni Richardson. This has been the Kokomo Press Podcast. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for watching the Kokomo Press Podcast. We really appreciate you hanging out with us. If you enjoyed the show, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share, and tell all your friends about it, because when people know about us, we get to continue to bring new, great, exciting things to you. And if you really want to support us, you can actually go on to Facebook and you can become an official subscriber. It's only $4.99 a month, and you get a lot of access to us. You get to tell us good jokes, tell us all the things you want to, and you're going to get access to new videos, merch, all kinds of things. And if you just want to support us in another way, maybe wear a shirt, wear a hat, something like that, check out kokomopress.shop. It's a brand new store we have set up. It's got all our merchandise needs. It's going to have limited run t-shirts, limited run hats. Go check it out right now. Thank you so much for hanging out with the Kokomo Press on the Kokomo Press Podcast. See you soon. 2 kisses.